this case. So I would say their best dating experience would be in the States for them. That's what I would say. Because you got a lot of simps. You got a lot of simps in the States. This is actually their best dating scene experience. And they're still complaining about the States. How they're saying how the dating market is horrible. When this is like the best. It's like this is like, I mean, where else in the world like would they have a better experience? They still complaining about it. They're on social media. They're saying this that. Oh, where all the good men are when they're reaching their 40s. You see, so they're complaining about it, even though this is like the best market for them. You see what I'm saying, Andrew? And the chat.
Yeah. Nah, go ahead.
Yeah. So it's like this is like the best option is the States. Uh, Overseas they can never get the man they want. I guarantee they can never get the man they want. Because the man they want, like I said, I use the analogy of the Brazilian guys or Colombian guys. Those guys are going to be with the baddest of the baddest in their respective countries. So you're not, they're not going over there find a millionaire Brazilian man. Hell no. A millionaire Brazilian man is not gonna. He's not even gonna look at these matrix women that go to these countries. It's like, you know, a a Brazilian man who's a millionaire, he got like access to so many, like the top of the top of the top echelon of Brazilian women that even we as passport bros don't have access to. You see what I'm saying, Andrew? So it's like they don't get the same experience we get, you know, because
Mm.
they're definitely not gonna find somebody out of the gate who's gonna be a provider for them and their lifestyle, you know. Although
Got you.
they will get dick down. They will get dick down. You know, by the local guys.
McDonald dick down.
Yeah. So that's that's what they will get. They will be used.
Man. All right, I'm gonna put you down for a sec. I'm gonna get Ron real quick. Let him get his time, and then we're gonna get everybody on the panel. Hold on, Ronan.
What's going
I
on,
know you,
brother?
what up, man? I know you got a lot to say, man.
I don't got a
Talk to
lot to say. Come on, man. Why you say it like that? Like I'm a grumpy old man, like my shirt says. What the fuck?
Oh shit,
What you
man.
mean, man? What you mean? All right,
Oh
so what
man.
are we talking about? The old chick here,
Yeah,
the
man. I mean, I
delusional
guess
chick that thought she could go and romance a dude from another country, not knowing that she was going to get scammed for a green card. Come on, man. These are games that we already know about. I don't know why American women think they, or Western women, period, can go overseas to a poor country, think they're going to recruit a man, right? And bring him back to the United States and think he's not going to still be that same dude just trying to get a passport. He can't work in the United States right away. Why? Because he's got to wait for a time period before he can apply for a green card in order to work or get that visa, work visa, whatever it is going to be. You know, men, we already anticipate these things. Men, we already know that a chick, when we bring them back, is going to have to take a minute before she can actually apply herself to do what she needs to do, whether we want her to or not. You get what I'm saying? But for her to be that delusional, bring a foreign guy back under hypergamy rules and think he's just going to be this protector provider type of dude when he doesn't even have the ability to work, which means she's a sugar mama straight off the bat. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So where does she
Damn.
come up with this idea? She, like I said, these chicks, man, they live in this fantasy world of going out and finding this foreign dude that's going to be romantic and, you know, the flowers thing and all these things, and they forget the back end part. They left American men because they wanted a man that's going to be what? A higher provider than they were. So you're willing to subdue what you would demand an American man to do for a foreign man, and the romantic idea of, you know, the possibility of getting all the other things, but a high earner, high value man. What's going on, sis? That's Fearless's wife. It jumped in the room. Neil, yeah.
Okay.
Which is Dominican woman, and she can speak on that too. Not that she did our boy Fearless like that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, she knows how that is back there.
Yeah, man. It's a game that you just got to recognize and see the signs for what it is, man.
But who's used to playing the game? Us or them? Drew? Us or them? Who's used to playing that game? We are. Because we started here in the United States. Even if we go overseas, it's a continuation. They brand new to the game. They lame when it comes to playing that game. They don't know.
The perception that you married a foreign man or woman for a green card will always be the first thought and judgment about international relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. Because sometimes some people may not know the game, may not be aware of the game, and think things are peaches and cream. And they go there and it happens, man, unfortunately. But, what do you do if they haven't been taught?
But here's the problem with what we're doing right here, right now. Are you empathetic or sympathetic to her plight? Because for damn sure, no American woman will be empathetic or sympathetic to our plight for going overseas and getting a woman trying to take advantage of us for a green card.
That's true.
So because she's a female and she's crying tears, like you said earlier, we have empathy for her. We feel bad for her being taken advantage of. Now, one Western woman would even give a 2 Fs about American man going overseas and getting taken advantage of by a chapeador or any other country.
Well, my thing is, I would have sympathy for both, though. To be honest with you, if they are unaware of the game, if they've never experienced being gamed before, that's the only conclusion I can think of.
But Andrew, even in that respect, you would have empathy or sympathy for that person. Wouldn't you tell them, why did you go over there not knowing the rules of the game?
Oh, of course, absolutely. But at the same time, they may know some sort of courses of rules of the game. There's people that may know these, but they may not know everything. Because, for instance, you can learn the different type of street game that's in your country, right? But if you go over to a different country, you're not used to the type of game that's being played. You're going to think that, hey, these people ain't onto it yet. They ain't about gaming me because I know the game. But you know how not to get played where you're at.
Exactly.
It's a different type of beast that's out there. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So if they're not educated and understanding that there's a game being played out there as well, they can easily get got.
And how many homies leave the United States going to the same barrios and similar areas that they're used to in the United States, trying to run that same game and getting taken advantage of over there because it ain't the same game. They think it is because it's in a familiar territory to them, but it's absolutely not the same game.
It's not the same. And
that's why they get taken advantage of. That's why they're getting scoped. That's why they're getting robbed, because it ain't the same game. Even though it's a familiar place and they feel at home, like I'm in their barrio, which is like my hood back in the States. I know what I'm doing. I know how to move, and boom, they get clocked over their head.
Absolutely.
You can get got. You ain't that damn smart. Everybody can get got, especially in some places they're not used to it.
Right, because they've been in hoods in their areas, so now they're going overseas and they think, oh well, yeah, I could survive in all the hoods over there, so I could go over there and act all big and bad and shit. Like nothing's gonna happen to you. It's crazy.
Exactly. You tempting fate.
It's a different type of game out there.
Huh? Yeah,
it's a different type of game out there.
Makes no sense.
So what's advice you have for some of these men that are getting themselves caught in these places?
Is it the advice for men or the woman here? She the one that
I
needs
guess
to
for
go.
both.
She needs to
Oh
help.
no.
Oh my goodness. All that Spanish speaking did not help you, Chica. It did not help you at all. All that she knew.
Oh.
All she thought she knew going over there being smart, knowing the Spanish and thinking she knew the culture and she didn't know a damn thing. Sometimes overconfidence will get you taken. Sometimes overconfidence will get you taken than no confidence.
True. But she spoke Spanish pretty well, though. I could have sworn
I'm
she was
impressed.
Dominican.
I'm good. I'm glad she's part Spanish United States. Maybe she took Spanish, advanced Spanish lit 3. It don't matter. She still got taken advantage of. And
That's
she could
true.
understand them at the same time. So learning the language is one portion of everything you need to learn. That we tell them. Learn the language. We say this all the time. But it's just not about the language. And obviously you can tell because she got taken advantage of and she's a female with no empathy whatsoever by that man. Why?
Hell
because
no.
at the end of the day, she's a target. Everybody that walks over there with a blue passport, male or female, you are a target.
But Ronan, this is what I don't understand. Most foreign women are going to America for the most part looking for American men.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So it's like you kind of downgraded yourself if you're an American woman looking for a foreign dude. This is not me disrespecting the foreign men. I'm just saying, though, we have the resources for the most cases.
Exactly. But logically, we know this. Why would a woman from a Western Hemisphere country go to a foreign country of second or third level expecting something different when she still wants that man to be a higher provider than them? She wants to be taken care of. She doesn't want to be a sugar mama. Because if she did, she could have stayed here in the United States. There's plenty of broke ass niggas, ninjas in the United States that would love to have her take care of them.
You meant to say what you were going to say. Go ahead. Broke ass.
I'm trying to keep it, I'm trying to keep it funny a little bit, But anyway, I mean, there's plenty of dudes here in the United States she could have did that with if she really wanted to. The other issue is women demand more of Western women demand more of Western men than they do of foreign men. Look at how Stella got her groove back. She went to a Jamaica mom. She got a Jamaican man. He really wasn't working doing anything. He was a cook. She was an attorney or some high-end freaking sales rep type of person where she was making a lot of money. She expected some type of different thing, and the dude was younger than her by 20 years, maybe. You expecting this 20-something-year-old to produce more than you, and you got these houses and everything else, and you get mad at him when he doesn't. It's not Build-A-Bear, boo. You guys don't have the ability to build a man like that. You can encourage a man, you can enhance him to where he can get his full potential. But if he ain't already there, he ain't gonna get there just if you ain't patient enough to let him get there. You got to give him time. And one thing what most women aren't is patient. Not in this generation. It's instant gratification, baby. If I'm not happy, I got to go. I don't want to put any work and help you build anything. We talked about this when guys are getting their contracts with the NFL and NBA and they're getting drafted. Who's sitting next to them? A white chick. Black chicks are all mad. Why? Because you wouldn't go buy them a Starbucks. Didn't we have this conversation? Somebody said they wouldn't even buy a $6 Starbucks to encourage an athlete while he was down before he actually got that contract, but expect him to come with that contract and pick one of them up after the fact. Make it make sense. Delusion. Even going overseas, same delusion. oh, I'm going to find a romantic guy that's going to love me for who I am, and he's still going to come back to the States and be a high provider. If he wasn't that in his country, what makes you think he's going to come here and do it?
Well,
More
that's what she's
opportunity.
expecting.
Again,
She's expecting him to be a workhorse and for him to be the provider in the country that she brought him out of a shithole.
not giving him
And
time to learn, not giving him time to grow, not helping
this
him
shit
get
takes
to a
time.
point where he can be a provider. She don't want to do any of the hard work to build the bear. She wants the bear to come with everything all included.
Yeah.
Delusion.
When you have all the resources right there in your backyard.
Right.
That's crazy to me. That's like a serious downgrade for women to really date. And this is no disrespect to the foreigner men, but let's just keep it real. Like we're in a better situation. We're in a better state than they are.
The only way a westernized woman can make it an advance in their station by going overseas is go to another westernized country. You can't go to a country lower than the country you started at, claiming hypergamy, expecting that man in that country to even level up to the level that you were passing up by leaving that Western country. Make that make sense.
Facts. I agree.
And like I said, it's the Disneyland mentality. She's the princess. She's gonna go kiss a frog, and the goddamn frog is gonna turn into this multi-billionaire dude, 6'6", everything else. That's not happening. That's not reality. And here's a victim right here. Oh, I mean, I wouldn't even call her a victim at this point. That's you are a victim of your own delusion, nobody else's.
Ronin ain't saving none of these hoes, huh?
I told you my cape been put up. I was told by a female to put my goddamn cape up. I done saved enough of them already. I am not BMT. I'm not the simp of the year. I'm not donating money to nobody.
I'm sorry. Hey, BMTs, you gotta defend yourself. Where you at?
I think he's starting a whole nother live. He got something going on about DJ academics. I think he had to go do his thing.
DJ academics hates passport, bro. Yeah, I was supposed to jump on it with that. Figure out what's the hate about.
I mean, look at what Uncle Guns just said. Uncle Guns usually puts in a good word.
Do you hate passport bros, Ronnie?
No, like I said, even as a veteran,
yeah,
and somebody that's traveled, I always tell young men that they need to travel. They need to not only just explore their options, but as they travel, they have a greater appreciation for what they have as advantages here in the United States. Because there's so many other disadvantaged countries beyond what you would think our worst ghetto looks like is nothing compared to what we have seen and what you will see as you travel. So yeah, I encourage all young men to get their bearings by traveling and getting experience in other cultures to see where they can take advantages of what we have to offer in the United States. Yeah, go live overseas all you want, but make your money here in the States like we tell them. So no, I don't have a problem with the people that travel or what they call themselves passport bros. I just say move with respect. Do no harm when you go to these countries. Be respectful of the people because you leave a trail behind you that other people have to fix. So at the end of the day, no, I don't have a problem with passport bros or anybody else that travels. Just don't F it up for everybody when you move around the planet. Make it better for anybody else that comes behind you. Don't make it worse. Now I know this fool just went offline to talk on the phone. So what do you guys got to say about that? You think you guys should have any kind of empathy or sympathy for this chick? For her delusion of going to another country to find a man to replace what she passed up in a Western world or a Western country already. Exactly. Thank you, Pooh Man. Hell no. I have no sympathy for it. She already had the best offerings in front of her. It's like that one story they tell where a woman has set up this tower. I think it's 6 floors. Each floor, the men supposedly get better. So the woman goes up the elevator. She talks to each dude. Each dude has something to offer her. She's not satisfied. She wants to go to the next level to see the opportunity she has there. So she gets to the 5th floor. He has everything, the wealth, the height, everything she would desire as a husband, as a man. And she still wants to try to hit that 6th floor. She gets to the 6th floor. There's nobody there. Even if a woman has everything in that man, for some reason, she's never satisfied. To her own delusion. She will give up the best thing in front of her for the possibility of maybe somebody else being better than the man that was in front of her. Now, men, what do? We find something that looks really damn good, and we can build a bear. We have the ability. We are creators. We can encourage that woman. We can build her up. Even if she's a little all out of shape, we can put her in the gym. You can get an education behind her. You can do a whole bunch of things to make that woman even more successful and more loyal to you, because we build up women. We'll take them from below us and build them up to be everything we need them to be. We'll train them up. A woman can't and doesn't have that ability to do that. She can enhance the things we give, but she can't build. She doesn't have it in her. Go ahead.
Well, I see that women can learn a lot from men in surviving, or even learning how to do manly things. But as far as like trying to pass it and teach it on, it's a little bit different because we're kind of built to be teachers. We can pass things on. I think it's significantly hard for women to want to. I don't know. It's teaching is just a little different, man. Like the way we teach is like we go by experience, and with our experience, we add a lot of logic to the things that we've done from the past, and we've learned from the past, and we learn to do it the way it's supposed to be done. You know, because
Right.
I believe that everybody can be a teacher based off success and failing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because some
Yeah.
people feel like being a teacher requires that you be successful at everything. Everything you've done, you've been a success. And that's not entirely true. A teacher can't
You
teach
have
something.
to fail. Yeah.
You got to fail at something. You got to fail at something for you to be a teacher.
Yeah.
Because you can teach people, hey, don't fuck up. Don't do this shit. Because I've done it and I know what's going to happen to you. So don't do it.
QB got you a $2 super chat.
Mexicali bang bang, Mr. BBC is in demand. Shout out to QB Passport Flex.
And Drew, he echoed everything you said. Trial and error. You know, guys are willing to go through trial and error. Women are not. They went the easy path. You know, men were analytical enough to break things down and learn through processes. Women are emotional. That's why I say if every man dropped off the planet, women wouldn't be too far behind, because it would be decision by committee. One person would want to take the lead. It would all be based on feeling, not logic.
Absolutely. And sometimes in this game, you can't add emotions with logic.
They don't go
Can't
together.
do it. They don't go together. You just can't do it, because if you add emotions with logic, you're going to be completely toxic.
Or you're gonna stand still. You're not gonna move because you don't feel it's right. You're never gonna pull the trigger. That's why, as men, you should never let a woman make a decision. It's always going to come back to you. Let me let you know if you don't know. Oh, I want to make this decision. Da, 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 da. You let her make it, and it's the wrong decision, and y'all lose. Guess who gets blamed? You do. Well, you let me make the decision. That should have been something you did. If you had manned up and made the decision, we wouldn't be in this situation right now. Even though at the time she was demanding, damn near mad at you. Probably wouldn't even give you the coochie if you didn't agree with her. I don't give a damn. You better pull that trigger before she does. She's still going to blame you. Still going to be your fault. Because you should have manned up and made the decision from the jump and not put it in her lap to do it.
Listen, man. I've been through it. I'm telling people right now. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Because once I fail one time, I'm going to promise your motherfucking ass I ain't going to fail again. One time. That's all it takes for me.
Yeah. That should be the quickest lesson you ever learned as a man.
Of course.
Never let a woman make a decision. Never move in a home that a woman owns. You better have your own shit.
Have your own shit.
Because she will leverage that shit over your head and still blame you the whole fucking time.
Why you think I say I don't mind being a provider? Because listen, I don't gotta let her know how much I'm rolling, how much my pockets is. All she needs to know is, hey, I can take care of shit. She doesn't need to know what's in your bank account. She doesn't need to know how much money you got. All she needs to know is, hey, you can take care of her if needed, and you can take care of yourself if needed.
Exactly.
But once she knows how much exactly that you have in your account, she's gonna
spend
drain
the $10 and leave you with the $10 to live off.
Testify.
She will leverage every penny. She will leverage every penny of yours, not hers. She will leverage every penny of yours to make sure you stay damn near pocket broke.
And guess what? She's gonna have not one account, but not two,
Multiples.
but maybe 3 to 4 multiple accounts that y'all not even gonna know about. And you won't even know anything about it.
So whatever you give a woman, never expect it for it to come back if you marry the wrong woman. Now, if you vet them right, you can find that woman that's willing to put and build and do the things she needs to do on your program, as Uncle Guns likes to say. Put her on your program. If she's not on your program, she gets off your fucking list. Don't even waste your time.
One red flag. That's all it takes, fellas. One little thing. Play the long-term game. Mm-hmm. Play the long term. Sometimes it's better to play along because the results will be better at the end of the day.
I mean, what was that phrase? Damn, I can't even think right now. Go ahead. I can't even think right now. I should have wrote it down.
No, I'm just saying you just got to play the long term. Like,
yeah.
You got to know what she's in it for. I mean, if it's just you'll know. You don't have to give her things right away. Don't give her shit. Talk to her for a long time.
Small access, man. I still, to this day, I've been married twice. My wife has never, both of them, have never had access to my main bank account. Are you freaking kidding me? There's no way.
Mine's don't either. Never did it. I had a
She's
separate
gotten
account.
An allowance for the things she needed. It got put into a bank account. She could spend it as she needed to. If things didn't get paid, believe me, that money started to drop because I went ahead and took care of the bills and just left her a little fun money. If she could not handle the responsibilities after I put them in, I took them away.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, you're being mean. You're not trusting. Hell no.
No, take your shit.
Not
this
at
shit
all.
away.
Because
Just
when
like
you fail, again, what did I say? When you fail, whose fault is it?
Yep.
When you don't
Yours.
have the money, whose fault is it?
Yours.
So you goddamn straight, I'm holding on to the money. She gets a little pay. Well, you're trying to control her. You're damn straight. I'm controlling my finances. I'm not controlling her.
QB passport flexing with a $2. Man, this guy playing around over here.
How many times you want to say it? You want to say it in English? You want to say it in Spanish?
Oh my goodness, man. Solo de estas mujer. Is that how you pronounce it? Orlando, la BBC solamente. Hey, my reading is not too bad with Spanish.
Yeah, you did that pretty good. That's awesome.
Yeah. Solo de estas mujer. Orlando, la BBC solamente.
Yeah.
I think that's how you pronounce it.
You said it right. Congratulations. He said, do you know what it means? Yeah, we know what it means.
Yeah, I know what it means. I've spelled it.
Yeah, and so did you out of damn what is that? Translator? Google Translate? Because you sure didn't spell that out your ass, like off the top of your head.
He says
you did not spell that out of your top of your head, man. You used damn Translate. No, you did not. Stop it.
See, what I read wasn't off the top of my head. I just actually it was off the top of my head. I'm tripping. It was right off the top of my head. I couldn't fucking translate that shit. No AI shit. None of that shit. I was just straight my voice.
I mean, hell, you were in Dominican Republic long enough. You should have been able to read that, and you know. But you get up here, man. You talking all kind of mad shit. Get up here.
QB, what does it mean in Spanish?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
QB, that is a Dominican woman that's asking you. Yanil's Journey is actually Fearless Podcast's wife. So she's in here asking you, the phrasing that you use is incorrect and it makes no sense. So what were you trying to say?
Solo de esta mujer Orlando la BBC solamente.
And he's saying, just give these Orlando women the BBC only.
Something like that.
That's what he was trying to say.
Okay.
Now, can you possibly put that in a proper phrasing for QB to correct his,
you got the smoke for Mr. Q for the quarterback?
No. What I'm asking her to do, since she's a Dominican, is actually put it in the right phrasing so he doesn't continue to embarrass himself by saying it incorrectly.
No, he said it right. Okay.
She's saying the phrasing is wrong. She could not understand it. That's why she asked him, what were you trying to say in English?
Okay, but this is what he was trying to say. He says, just give Orlando women the BBC only.
Mm-hmm. But she's saying his phrasing is wrong. You know, you can say Spanish, but if you phrase it wrong, it means something else. Or it's incorrect.
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, we're English speakers, you know what I mean, for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not. I mean, my
Espanol stuff is what throws me off. Is all the grammar behind it. I mean, I don't like English. I don't like English grammar in America, let alone having to learn the phrasing and proper speech in a whole nother country. That's my biggest problem.
But Espanol is so different on different specters of the areas. Like if you go to Mexico, they pronounce their language is so different from a person in Colombia
Dominican Republic
or Dominican Republic, because the Espanol is so different. You know, it has a slang like Dominicans would say with slangs. They'll say como, they won't say como estás, but they usually say ¿Qué contigo? Está bien.
Tranquilo. So you know, what was the proper way of saying it since it sounded funny to you? I'm just curious if she can. Kippy, what does that mean in Spanish? I want to see if she comes back and phrases it some other way. You know, if she can.
See, when Mexicanos, when they speak Spanish, it's totally different. Like that throws me off. I don't understand their Spanish. But
Different dialects, man. Just like
yeah, I think
know,
the easiest set of Spanish speaking people I would say I can understand more would be probably Puerto Ricanos. You know, what I mean, Puerto Ricans, people who are
yeah.
from Puerto Rico. I understand that a lot more. The Spanish is a little
That's
bit
where
more
I
basic.
first learned was Puerto Rico as a kid.
Yeah, they say
I
the
grew up
basics.
around Puerto Ricans a lot because that's where we went every summer for vacation. So I was always in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
But my problem is I answer in English. I don't answer in Spanish. I have a Mexican girlfriend. I had a Mexican girlfriend in California when I was still in the Marine Corps. And I'm light enough that I can pass for whatever. So I'm playing it off. She takes me to meet her family, right? And her parents are speaking straight Spanish. And they're talking to me and talking to her, and they'll ask me a direct question, and then I'll answer in English. And she'll look at me like, what the? I said, I can understand it. I can't speak it. I sound funny trying to speak it. You know
Let me read this real quick. Yeah, let me read this real quick. El señor BBC está trabajo ahora. Something, Mr. BBC. I'm working now. Okay, Mr. BBC.
Yeah.
I'm working now. Yeah. El señor BBC está trabajo ahora.
So
See,
what
listen,
Yanil
man,
did and what I
you be
Right,
underestimating your boy.
what Yanil did and what I know that is why I mess it up so much. Sometimes the last word in the sentence should be the first. So how she phrased it, if you go up one, how she phrases the solamente was first. And her
Solamente. Yeah.
yes, meaning that solo first versus
Right.
everything else he said.
So he just kind of just worded it out a little bit.
He worded it out, but kind of in the inverse. Pooh Man said he's
Well,
the
I
same way
mean,
in
I
German.
understand this
People
pretty.
can talk German to him and he'll answer in English.
Well, I understand this very well because this is basic Spanish. See, basic Spanish, I know El señor BBC está trabajo ahora. You know, I'm at work right now. Todo bien.
I catch the gist of most conversations, and I'll answer you in English.
I'm still working on my Spanish though, but people tell me I'm very good at it. Like, oh man, you're improving, man. You can flow.
You
can
lived
flow.
there for a year or two, right?
I lived in Puerto Plata for like a year and a half, maybe.
Yeah, man, that's enough for just absorbing it. The more you're in that environment, I mean, I was just a kid and I absorbed that whole bunch.
But see, my Spanish is different, man. I can't speak like Dominicans can. They're very. I'm dog. I speak more like they always say Puerto Rican. No, man.
Mhm.
But it's just Puerto Ricano. I'm like, no. But the way they speak it, it's a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? ¿Cómo estás? They say, oye, ¿cómo? No, they say, óyeme, ¿qué es lo contigo? ¿Tú estás bien? O estoy trabajando a dónde? You know, that they got that little twang when they talk. It's a little different.
Yeah, that's true. He does have the best teacher next to him. He needs to utilize her some more. His girlfriend or his main, as he says. I don't know what the official term is. QB, why don't you enlighten us? What is your official term for your main? Is she your girl? Y'all actually did you put a ring on it yet? Is that coming? What's the term that you use for your main right now?
QB's got it good, man. Because if you got a chick that speak English and then she speaks Spanish too, bro.
But he says she doesn't speak English. She doesn't speak English.
Oh,
which forces him to have to learn. Well, what forces him to have to speak to her in Spanish?
You know, QB speaks Spanish, so I mean, I heard him. Tengo 3 reuniones en Mexicali esta fin de semana. Necesito correr para las mujeres. I think that's how you pronounce it.
You get hey man, you can roll them R's pretty damn good. I can't do that shit. My tongue must be.
He says
I cannot roll my tongues.
He says have 3 reunions in Mexicali. It's in Santa Mana, I think. He says I need more. I don't know if it's working out, cardio, yeah, and going to the gym. I believe. I don't know if I'm saying that right. God damn it! I feel like I'm being tested right now.
Goddamn, you are.
Oh shit!
I ain't the one. I'm tell you right now, I ain't that guy.
See, this is Dominican slang right here. Oye, me, que lo que contigo, dame luce. But this is slang, yeah. Oye, me. That's Dominican talk right there. Ella esa mi novia. Ella esa mi novia. I'm chilling with my girl. See,
man, he is sitting here with goddamn people, Google Translate dropping gems up in the damn chat. I already know that's what he's doing.
My Google translation's in my head, bro.
Right. No, but QB is sitting there doing Google Translate.
Why you doing Google Translation, QB? You trying to back? Return of the Mac once again. Oh my God, here I go.
He is not that fluent. At least he ain't fluent when he's drunk, because half the time when he's on a live drunk trying to deal with this chick, he can barely spit out 4 words.
Yo,
QB be lit on his lives, bro, when he's with his chica.
Yeah, it should be lit though. It should
be lit too. I don't know how many drinks he gets into deep before he turns on that damn camera.
No, that should be lit, bro. That should be fire. That's how you gotta do it, man. Oh man.
So we are we gonna go ahead and give her the buzzer for failing to be a passport queen when it comes to recruiting Dominican men to come back to the United States? Can we go ahead and just give her the buzzer?
Yeah, I guess we can. I mean, I don't know. So you don't feel bad whatsoever?
No, not at all. Not at all. I'm not even phased. I'm like, they need to take a couple more L's.
This man got no heart, man.
Well, I got
you ain't gonna be BMTs just for one day, man.
Hell no.
I have good heart and believe in love. Have buen corazón and believe in amor. So since the beginning of the relationship, so that's what he's gonna do. So she's giving out tips and warnings on what not to do, which is cool. You know, I respect her for that. Because let me tell you something, man. Like I said, you have to fail in order for you to be a teacher, right?
But I got to push back a little bit. The pushback is when a female fails, there's a whole bunch of fucking simps waiting to pick her ass up.
That's true.
When a man fails, guess what? Nigga, get the hell up and fix that shit yourself. See the difference? See the fucking difference?
That is true. That is true. That is true. Unfortunately, but that is true.
Oh, we're so heartbroken that she failed. She fell. She skinned her knee. We need to rush over and help her put her knee back together and put a Band-Aid on it. Neosporin. And
he said Neosporin.
Nigga, get the hell up and stop acting like you hurt. That's what they do to us.
That ain't hurt.
You know what I'm saying? Get up. You ain't hurt. Stop acting like a baby back bitch. Get up.
Oh man. Ronin said, I ain't got love for none of you hoes.
Mm-hmm. No, I got love for plenty of hoes. But I ain't got no sympathy. No empathy. Hell no.
Damn.
Not at all. Been there, done that, man. I told you, I retired my cape.
So what you think about this brother, man? Just trying to help the sisters out there, you know, from falling victim into.
I didn't quite hear everything he was saying, but there were some things I wanted to kind of mention on him, but I can't remember right now because I'm so focused on that other chick. I don't know if you want to run it back or play it forward, and then I can catch up to him. Don't run it back; just play it forward if you wanted to. But there was some street advice. He was trying to give some street advice type of terms that I was like, Bro, I'm
Okay.
not from the streets. All right. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I ain't from the streets. I grew up in the
Right.
hood. We got the fuck up out of there real quick. My mom was a gangster, and so was, my stepfather. So that's why I
Right.
said I vacationed at a very young age in other countries. We weren't poor
Well,
like that.
I come from a very poor place. Both my parents were immigrants that came over here to this country. We stayed in Section 8 places, so I know all about that
Yeah.
lifestyle. I was
Once my
born,
mom got divorced, it was a single mom thing. So yeah, I had that experience too. Grew
yeah,
up
I was born
beginning
in
with money and then lost it all based on the fact my mom got divorced and married
right.
at least 4 times that I can recall right
So
now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times my mom's been married.
right. So like I was saying, I was in an environment where it was very hostile. Uh
Mhm.
so and then I moved from the South Bronx to the East Side Bronx, 227th and Gun Hill. Stayed out there for a while. Uh the gangs and stuff like that wasn't really out as much. It was just more because that stuff didn't happen till like maybe later on in the late 90s, close to 2000s for me, I think, and where I moved from the Bronx to Westchester County. Because
Mhm.
it started to spread like wildflies, where gangs and associations and initiations were happening during my times of uh, living in New York. But I was able to kind of run away from that as it started to grow because it's like I can't really explain to you like how gang life is, but it spreads like wildflies. Like you just got to keep on. If you're trying to get away from it, you got to start moving and moving, right? Because it
Mhm.
gets to the point where if you're in this neighborhood, you have no choice but to join.
Yeah, I ain't never had to deal with that. I've been in
Yeah,
some
yeah.
I've been
It's
in
rough.
some Section 8 housing before, but I ain't never been like that. I've been fighting
Yeah,
on the basketball court before, but I ain't never had to worry about no gang situation. You know what I'm saying? I caught my first body as far as the way I saw a dead body. I found one in the alley in Baltimore when I was only like 4, just walking to the corner store to get something for my grandmother and me. So it's not like I ain't seen bodies when I was a kid. It's just a different type of mentality back then.
but see but when you experience these type of things, man, it's like it prepares you to understand what's out there and you can understand what game is because you've seen it around you all the time. Like if it's not about just local gangs that you have to deal
Mhm.
with, then you got to deal with the other politics of people trying to set you up and rob you or street type of life. If they see that you have something that's valuable, they're gonna want to take it from you.
Yeah.
So, you always gotta I've always been taught to move in silence.
Right.
Don't have your money out in your pockets, put it in your shoe. Like those are the things
Hey,
that I've taught to not
shoot.
get robbed. And if you do get
Right.
robbed, nobody can't take shit from you if you ain't got shit.
Now I don't know
The
if you
whole
were on the
game is
live
to
where go ahead.
yeah.
I don't know if you were on the
No,
live
I'm
where
just
I said that I'm the guy that the chicks, once I started as I was growing up, used to say they could have ran game on me, but they didn't because I was just oblivious. I was that nerdy guy, played sports. I could integrate in most different genres. Back then, it was
right,
they didn't call them hoods, they called them not greasers, but they call them the dudes that did drugs and did the cars and stuff like that.
right.
I could mix them with them. The jocks, I was always in sports, was a martial artist, played basketball, football, that shit. I can mix in with them. I was in band, I was in advanced classes because my major was architecture. So I could blend in with all of them,
Right. And
but
I
I
could
wasn't
too.
any of them. You know what I
Right. I
mean?
could
I wasn't
too.
any of
I
them.
I could have too growing up. But see, my whole thing is I was never part of that lifestyle. I never claimed to be part of that lifestyle when it was never me. I just grew up around it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I had parents that sheltered me away from that
They
shit.
kept you, yeah, they kept you busy.
Yeah. They kept me away
And
from
that's
that
the same
shit.
thing. Yeah,
Right.
this is the same thing with me. They kept me busy. And that's why girls used to say, man, I could book smart, but you done the life. It
Yeah.
wasn't until I got in the Marine Corps and I started traveling, and then that's why I encourage a lot of guys to travel. It wasn't until I got
Yeah.
in the Marine Corps and got outside of the bubble that my parents had me in and started
Yeah.
experiencing life that I picked up on a lot of different things that I was missing out on when it come to conducting myself in a non-bubble like atmosphere. A lot of these incels and shit like that are coming out of their bubbles with no protection and not quick learners. And this is
Well,
where they're failing.
You know what's crazy though? Because it's like your upbringings are quite similar, but mine's a little different. When my parents were here, I was the first person on my block to ever have a passport. Like, nobody had a passport, so I didn't understand the luxury that I had of having this blue book, right? Because I was the only person on my block to ever have a passport. So I was flying at the age of 6 because both of my parents, you know, like I said, they're immigrants. They're from the Caribbean.
Right.
So I was able to have access to go to the Caribbean and also go to Europe because I have family in Europe as well. So I was traveling to those places quite a few times before I became a teenager. So I've been traveling since I was 5 or 6 years old. I was the first person on my block to have a passport.
And let me spin that for a second.
Yeah.
What we experience in our younger years is being able to travel is what most Asian and white kids automatically know. They travel all the time when they were young. It wasn't unusual for a family to go to Europe or go down to South America or something like that. It's our culture that's not used to that. And it makes fun of it because it's something that every one of our people can't do. You get what I'm saying? But other cultures it's a standard. It's a standard in order to be a higher educated person, why they go to private schools and different things like that. Their parents teach them about the world at an early age. We're the ones behind in the Black community because we don't have passports or our parents aren't immigrants. This is the only place we know. That's what the whole FBA thing is, where every other person that immigrates here has a place to go back to. FBA has nowhere to go. This is our home. We have nowhere to run.
We can't
recruit back to that.
See, I don't really follow these FBI terms and stuff like that
because FBA. He just did
FBA. I don't really follow by
and
that
I
shit.
think Black Travel is Ethiopian. Personally, I think he's not even FBA. He just likes to play around like that.
You a tether, Andrew. You ain't FBI. See, I don't really. The thing about it is, I don't really follow those terms, man. Because I look at it like this: I was born in this country.
The term means nothing. Everybo's still an American. It's the whole point of what FBA started off to being by this guy. What's his name? Tariq Nasheed. Tariq Nasheed came and coined the term. ADOS is another one. African descendants of slaves. Or American descendants of slaves, whichever way you want to think of it. All these terms are based on the potential of having reparations sometime in the future paid out. And the only way to delineate and figure out who isn't of that history is to put us in a certain term. ADOS was one, and then I think Tariq came out with FBA, Foundational Black Americans. Those are the people that actually had slaves or ancestors of slaves that actually went through the trials and tribulations. Not to discount any other Black person that's in America that immigrated here isn't an American. You legitimately, if you went through your process as an immigrant and got your license and got all your green cards and everything in order and you're legally here, you're a Black American, yes. But when it comes to reparations, in order to separate everybody getting it, you have to delineate in some way to identify the people that are actually descendants of the slaves that actually died and gave up blood and stuff like that.
I'm gonna say this.
Have advantages, and you can
say this real quick. Yeah. Listen, that shit is too much because
it's a lot. Believe me, it is a lot.
That's too much in trying to do history and try to figure out which ancestries is really with which and which was what. Man, that shit is just kill me with that bullshit, man. That's to me. I think it's just terms of just to separate Black people, man.
And we can get into this, but here's the thing: when you don't have any skin in the game, you can say that. When you have immigrants of 1 or 2 generations, and there's no hurt feelings of how your ancestors were disrespected and treated because they were brought over here at a disadvantage. You can say that. And guess what? You have every right to, because this is America. You have freedom of speech and freedom of opinion. The difference is the ones that actually suffered those atrocities can't discount it like that. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you have every right to feel how you feel and have your opinion how you feel, because at the end of the day, we're all Black Americans. We're not discounting that.
I just don't follow the trends. It doesn't make any sense to
Of
me.
course, because you don't have any skin in the game, and that's okay. We understand. You don't have 200 years or 400 years of your ancestors getting beat down by their slave masters when you came here a generation ago.
No. Wait. Hold on. This is just going to so many damn different topics.
It is, but it isn't.
As far as ancestries going through stuff, I'm sure all of us had some history of ancestries going through some sort of slavery.
In America.
Probably in this country.
Not in Jamaica. In America. There's
America
a difference.
too.
Right.
But here's the thing, though.
I understand the slave
but here's the thing, though. Hold on.
multiple points. We're not discounting that either. Y'all got there somehow.
But listen, I'm not debating you on this particular topic or talking about it, because to me, in my honest opinion, I don't look at shit like that. Like, it doesn't exist to me. And it's not saying that I don't have any ancestries that are not slaves. I've never experienced slavery, and neither have you. So I can't touch on that. I've never experienced slavery. None of us have. So we can't act like we've all experienced slavery and know what it feels like, what our ancestries went through. I can't talk about that. I can't talk about how that would feel, because I've never experienced that.
Okay.
I'm not part of that generation. You're not part of that generation.
Oh, I absolutely am. Within 3 generations of it, I am. And I've had great grandfathers tell me.
Okay,
stop. Let me finish. You said the point.
Slavery, personally.
Have you experienced racism?
Yes.
You know, racism is.
But I've never experienced slavery.
Stop. Let me finish. Have you experienced racism? Do you not know that racism is a derivative of slavery?
Okay.
Without slavery, there would be no racism. Because what is racism? Racism is a division of
you're
slavery.
Having different forms of slavery now. What type of slavery we're talking about? What type of slavery we're talking about? You talking about mentally slavery or physical slavery? Because I'm talking about physical.
I'm talking about physical as well. Your ancestors did not experience American
okay, so
slavery.
are you experiencing physically slavery right now, sir? Is that what you're saying?
Listen, are you not let me put it this way. Are you not a product of your parents' history?
Of course.
Okay. So your parents learned from their parents, which was a product of their history, and so on. So there are certain things that were taught within our history and our ancestry as we were being brought up that are remnants from 3 to 5 generations back.
I understand that terminology, sir. But
if you do, then you would understand that.
How are you physically being a slave right now? Physically, are you being slavery at this moment? Okay, but that's what I'm asking you. We're not experiencing what slavery is.
What you're experiencing now has nothing to do with what happened in the past.
We're not slaves. If you're talking about a system that's being corrupted,
I agree with you. Nobody's arguing. Listen, nobody's arguing with that
slavery.
point.
So I'm trying to figure out what form of slavery you mean.
I'm
is it
trying to explain it to you.
Physically?
Listen. We're not arguing that there's no slavery going on right now. We're not arguing the fact that within the last generation or two, there hasn't been physical slavery here in the United States. What we're arguing about and what this is all about is reparations. And reparations is based on something that happened 200, 300, 400 years ago. So, of course, nobody recorded right now has anything to do with slavery. Our ancestors did, but that's still owed to those people that experienced it. And the only people that are supposed to be getting it are the people that experienced it. And if you don't have any skin in the game, of course, you don't understand that. And I understand that too.
That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
That is actually what you meant.
No,
since
because
we're not experiencing it right now.
Hold on. Let me finish. Can I finish? I'll go ahead and rebuttal for what you were saying. Now, I've never said that reparation shouldn't be awarded to people who haven't had a history or their ancestors haven't been through slavery. Exactly. I never said
that's all that's about.
Okay, but those words never came out of my mouth. What I'm saying is you physically as a person Have you physically experienced what your ancestors did in those
No,
physical aspects
absolutely
of
not. It's
slavery?
totally different. No.
Okay,
So
okay,
your point being what?
that's what I'm speaking of.
Okay,
So
but what I'm saying is, so the
I might have
ancestors
had
of those slaves, go ahead. The
what I'm
ancestors
saying
of
is
those slaves,
my ancestry's been through the same thing. I've just never physically felt what they've been through because I've never experienced slavery,
mhm,
and neither have you. But as far
no,
as the system goes, that's totally different.
right.
That's all I'm saying.
Nobody that's living right now has experienced slavery. Nobody's doubting that. The conversation when it comes to reparation has to do with history, the past. Nobody right now is currently owed reparations that's still alive because they've all died. The point is, it's still owed. If a bank says you owe on your house is a 50-year loan, you're indebted to that bank for 50 years. There's interest accrued on that money when you take out a loan for a
And
house.
I never said I had an issue with that. My
Okay.
whole thing is
So
with the
all
whole
we're saying,
FBI.
hold on, let me
The whole,
finish.
the
Let me
whole,
finish.
hold on, hold on. I'm just gonna say this. The whole thing with the FBI and the name calling of separating blacks, I'm just not for it. I don't care for it. That's
It,
what I'm talking about from that aspect. But as far
then
as
I'm not,
reparation, hold on, sir. Hold on, sir. As far as that reparation goes, that's something you're adding on to, which I never said that I disagree with. The only thing I
I didn't ask.
disagree with is the name of separating blacks. That's it.
But how do you identify who is deserving of the reparations
But
if it
see,
ever gets
I don't
paid?
look at those type of terms, man. I don't
You
look at
got
it like
to.
I look at it like, why don't we all deserve it? Because of our ancestries of what we all been through.
Why do we need that
Why
easy?
am I looking at it from separating different black folks? That's exactly what most people who don't like black folks want us to do, fight over each other.
That's not what this is about, and it's
Oh,
not a
well,
fight
I'm more
between
pure.
us.
I have more slavery than you do, so I deserve
No,
reparation.
nobody
And this
said
guy,
that.
come on, man.
Hey, I'm on a live. I got to call you back. Okay. Did you see the picture? Yeah, I got that. And they can hear you right now. I'm live. Okay. That's your grandson. Yeah, I understand that. Gotta go. My son sent me some pictures.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah,
so
so I mean, so it's no disrespect to
it's not even a
anybody.
disrespect, even
Yeah, it's
with
no
the
disrespect at all.
term FBA. Here's the thing. When other countries do, and this is what I talked about just earlier before we even got into this conversation. At the end of the day, anybody that immigrates here has somewhere to go back home to, has some way of saying pride. You guys have a Jamaican flag. Brazilians have a Brazilian flag that are black. You get what I'm saying? Black Americans don't have that kind of identity to go back to. So when they try to do something like that, all of a sudden it's, oh, you guys are dividing from overall black people. And it's not. It's an identity thing to where they can have some kind of home base of who they really are based on everybody else that's blending in. Nobody's trying to distract from everybody's blackness. What we're trying to say is there is a difference between some of the immigrants that have been here and the ones that have been here from the start. That's all.
That may be true, but that could also be untrue because there's some relatives too that could migrate to this country, end up having children, right? And these children that are in this country that's born on American soil may
Are
not even
American.
have any type of history connected to their ancestries. They may have been cut off somehow. You know what I mean? Because family is family. Sometimes family just don't stick together. Maybe family have
Oh,
died off.
believe me, I didn't
So
find out about my family because my mom was stolen as a foster child. So I didn't find out about my family until I did an actual DNA test to find my mom's family.
yeah. So I mean, those things happen. So
I mean, she had no identity for damn near 65 years. I just found her family 10 years ago.
that's
Real
how it
talk.
is, man.
I
Family
knew my
separate.
father's
Family
side.
separate.
I knew my father's side since I was growing up. I've never known my mom's side.
But sometimes it's like that. Families don't get along with each other. Families don't want to talk to each other. Families want to separate each other. And that's what happens. When you separate, it's like you're starting all over again to find out who you are. And as generations keep going and everybody keeps separating, nobody's going to know exactly who they are. They only know where they're at right now.
Exactly.
So
then here's the thing. In all other cultures, you have these family crests, especially in Europe. Okay. In African nations, you have tribal identity. They can trace it all the way back. Americans, especially African Americans, their history stops and starts when their ancestors got dropped off here. They have no family tree. They have no family crest. They have no tribal identity. They only have what they have here.
well, if you
Like
want
you
to talk,
said, you have family in Jamaica. You have
hold
family
on.
in Europe.
Hold on, let me just add
Let
on
me
to
finish
this
my
real
point.
quick. Let me just hold on. Let me just add on to this quick because you're going way too deep into colonialism. But I'm gonna say this,
Isn't
right?
that
Oh,
what reparations is about?
okay. I wasn't really trying to get too deep into this topic because we're totally way off. But I'll go
You
ahead.
started it.
No, obviously you got a little something on your mind here, but
I ain't got nothing
I
on my
wasn't-
mind.
all I
Believe
said
me.
is I didn't know what the hell FBA and FBI is because I don't follow those terms. That's all it is.
Right.
But if you want to go way deep down into colonialism and you want to talk
Mhm.
about Africans and the slave trade and stuff, Africans were slaves throughout the course of everywhere. You know, slavery existed not just in the US, also in the Caribbean islands, also in the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, Jamaica, all these
Correct.
other places, America as well. So
Right.
this whole slave trade, even in Europe, okay, Africans were slaves everywhere, right?
We know this.
So in America too, with African Americans, right? They also had children from the Native Americans.
Correct.
And then all of this through history, man, it's like all mixed up with Jewish people too being in this country.
Mhm.
Blackness has been spread out through everywhere.
Correct.
So, is there really a true 100% person who's black?
If you didn't come directly from Africa, no. And even some people in Africa have to question their true heritage as far as
So
who
you
they were
said your
integrated
okay.
with.
So I'm gonna add on to this. You said your ancestry deserve reparation, right? So if my ancestries have spread it out from Africa, and they were slaves in Jamaica as well, and also
Mhm.
in America. I wasn't born in Jamaica. I was born over here in America. But ancestries, just like your ancestries, right? We're
Mhm.
all disintegrated from Africa. So in this case or form,
Mhm.
why should the separation matter if we're all coming from the same root of the tree?
Are you ready? Okay.
If you want to stay
So,
African,
so
some people don't claim to be
Africans,
all
listen,
African.
so slave ships went everywhere, just like you said. They went down to South America, all the way up the coast to America. They stopped in many islands. There were many different owners of those islands, or conquerors, or colonial people that had the rights to those islands where those slaves were dropped off of and where they were owned. Okay. Just like the Haitians fought for their own freedom from their captors, even though they still owed the French money for their slavery. Okay. Your reparations would come from the Jamaican colonialists that owned your ancestors. Okay.
I don't
Not
know
that you
how you
don't
can
owe,
really look.
not that you don't owe, you're not owed reparations,
I'm
but
not connected.
your ancestry goes back to
Sir,
Jamaica.
I was born in this country. I have
Your
no
parents
connections with
were
Jamaica.
not.
So at
Your
the
parents
end
were
of the
not.
day, my
I'm trying to
parents were
explain to
raised in
you. You
this
keep
country.
interrupting.
But at the same
Your
time,
parents were not born here. Were your
but
parents
at the
born here?
same time, sir, this has nothing to do with me. I was born in this country.
It
So
absolutely does.
my question
Are
for
you not
you
a
is,
legacy of your great
okay,
grandparents?
all right,
Are you not a legacy of your great grandparents?
I'm just gonna say this because we actually we could agree to disagree. We both have our disagreements, but I'm just gonna say this, right? If
You
we're
do.
all from the same truth, and we're all from the same root, and we're all been scattered out, right?
Mhm.
We all still share the same experiences because we're all part of this system.
Similar,
Whether
not same.
you're a black person in Germany, You may have different type of culture differences, or a black person in America or a black person in Jamaica or anywhere else. But at the same time, the root of it is we're all suffering from the same type of root. We all come from it. Every one of us deserve reparation.
From your individual countries, absolutely. Nobody's denying that.
But
Matter
why
of
should it
fact,
be
a
individual
lot of
companies?
listen, let me
Countries.
finish. A
We were
lot of
born here.
countries,
We're all Americans.
No, stop.
Okay,
Listen.
so what do you consider
Do
yourself
you
as if
not,
you were born here?
can I finish? Do you not realize a whole bunch of other countries are relying on the fact that Americans get reparations so they can go back and ask for reparations for their own countries based on
What
the
do you call yourself,
colonialism or
sir,
the conquering of
if
their
you were
nations
born
as
in
well?
America? If you were born
Mhm.
in America, what would you consider yourself as?
I'm an American, but my ancestry comes from FBA slaves.
Okay, you consider
American
yourself.
slaves.
Okay, you just said it. You could America. You consider yourself American.
Of course I am.
Okay, I consider myself American
You can consider that, and you were born here, so you have
because I was
every
born
right
here.
to.
Okay,
But your
so
ancestry was not born here.
where was my ancestry at?
You said out of Jamaica.
I have ancestries in Jamaica, but I also have ancestries in Africa.
You are a second generation or first generation immigrant. Your parents
No.
came from Jamaica.
My parents were.
Right.
Not me, sir. I was born. I was born.
Were
Sir.
your
I was
parents born in
born.
the United
Sir,
States? Listen to me.
sir. I
Were your
was
parents
born.
in the United States?
That's not exclusive, sir. I
Yes,
was
it is.
born in this. Hold on. I was born in this country just like you were. Just like
Of
you were.
different ancestry.
Just like
This
you
is
were.
the problem.
This is the problem. We're all from the root of the tree. Like I
We
said,
are
from
not
the
the
root of
same.
the tree, we're all separated and scattered
We are not the same.
throughout the world, brother. We're all
We are
from
not
the
the
same
same.
tree. See, that's the
No.
thing. That mentality is crazy. I don't think that way. You're thinking
You're
of, oh
entitled
well,
to think like that.
your family's from here, so this is what you are. I don't look at it like that. I look at it, listen, we were born here. I don't understand the politics that goes out there. I was born in this country. So therefore, I'm an American, just like you're an American. If you go to people from Africa or whatever, they're going to consider you as an American. They're not going to consider you as their own. Same thing with people in Jamaica. They wouldn't consider me as their own, even though I may
Why
have
not?
Jamaican West Indian descent, because they won't. They'll look at me as an American because I was born here. There's a difference.
Don't you have family there? Don't your parents have family there?
Yes, sir, but I was born in this country. I'm
That
an
has
American.
no variance on your ancestry.
Okay,
You're talking
I
about
never
right
said
now
that.
you.
What? Okay,
And we're
what do you?
talking
I
about
asked
when
you,
you're talking
sir.
about
I asked you
reparations.
what you, sir. I asked you what you consider yourself as. You said American. I said the same thing too. As far as the reparation part goes, what's the difference, sir? We all have family that descended from slavery. Even if you're asking for reparation in one country to other country, we're
He's
in
not
this country
understanding.
together. So we should all deserve the reparation, brother. That's all I'm saying.
And
This
that's
whole
why
separation
you
is
have to
crazy.
say FBA,
I don't say that shit.
because you can't.
I don't get involved with that internet shit, bro. I'm just
Read
not
what
that.
your
I'm just not with
guy
that
said.
internet shit.
Read what your guy said.
I'm just not with that shit.
Read what your guy said.
Your reparation are, but y'all know y'all aren't going to fight for it. Y'all let us do. See, this whole division shit. I'm not gonna start this FBA shit on my channel. You're not gonna bring this shit to my channel because I don't do this shit, Ron. Y'all could take
I
this shit
didn't
to
do it.
Ron's
That was
channel.
Buck. You wanted to know? I'm telling you. Buck brought it
I'm
up.
not. We don't do that
I'm just gonna
reparation
tell
shit
you.
over here, bro. We don't do that shit over here. This is a travel channel. We don't do no FBI, FBA, none of that shit. We don't do that here. But anyways, back to this chick that got her green card taken away. Because that's basically what it is, because this guy played the Sankey Panky role. Now, earlier today would be
How do you spell that? Sankey Panky. I'm gonna have to watch that.
Sankey Panky. It's a movie.
Is it SKI or SKY?
Yeah, I think it's Shanky Panky. Hold on, let me get the correct spelling of it.
Yeah, I want to look that up and watch it. Just curious. Research.
I think it's Shanky.
Buck
yeah,
is
it's
an
called
instigator.
Sankey Panky. SANKYPANKY.
Okay, and it's a movie.
Right. Basically, I'll kind of sum it down. basically it just shows like how certain Dominicans find certain ways to I guess hustle people in different areas.
Okay.
So that's why they call them Sanky Punky. Or if they try to hustle to get a green card or whatever, and chapeador is like a woman that's out there searching for gold, who's a gold digger. So you get to see those signs that's out there as well. So I mean,
Damn,
what you
JM,
gonna do?
calm down, bro.
Well, JM's going crazy over here.
Yeah,
Hold
man.
on. What's JM saying?
I think he's in your room. I don't think he's in mine.
You see what you just started, bro? You see the shit you just started, bro?
Well, no, you need to scroll. Listen, you need to scroll up. It was motherfucking.
I wasn't even trying to
started that.
I wasn't even trying to get down with this shit.
Buck Travel started that shit.
See, this is why I don't do that shit.
And then he's the one instigating it. Like Andrew speaks facts. But shut up.
Listen, I I don't do that separation stuff, man. I'm all for one people. That's just how I lay it down, man. I don't.
Hey JM, you gotta calm down, bro.
Anybody, bro. I don't divide anybody. I'm for everybody. I'm for the people, man. It's an old movie. So basically, there are Dominican characters that are in the movie, and I can translate it. I guess you can translate it to English. So,
I'm sure there's subtitles or a way to do it. Especially if it's an older movie, they probably have the English subtitles if they haven't already done the whole English sub on it by now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Especially Yanelle knows about it too. She's saying, Sanky Pinky is an old movie.
So basically they try to play games, like not play games, but they try to one up people by getting passports, one up people by getting money through certain sections of hoods. Like if they got to screw somebody over,
they're finessing people. They're over there finessing people.
Yeah, but it's a sad part of a reality, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what they say, chop it up to the game.
It's part of the game, man. I mean, you don't want to talk about it. You don't want to think of the people being that way, but it's a scary thought. But you can get got if you don't know who you're dealing with, because if they know who you are, if they know who you are, they'll take advantage of you. And I mean, I'm not talking on a physical standpoint, but like financially.
I mean, that goes on here in the States. It's just it's funny, and it's great that they have movies like that for people to watch, because some people are slow fucking learners. There could be like a list that we keep in our description of movies to reference. you know, if you want to learn the game, watch this listing of movies. Oh hell, here comes Zed.
Oh boy, they said we were fighting. No, we're just having a disagreement, man. That's all. We're not fighting. People can disagree. Me and Ron don't always have to agree on everything. Don't mean we hate each other.
Man, listen. You know how much we talk offline? You know how much we scheme offline?
Yeah, we always talking shit, man. That shit don't mean nothing. We may not like each other in certain things, but that doesn't mean we hate each other, man. We're not fucking at war. We're supposed to agree all the time.
What was it? Like 10 of us out of the fucking WhatsApp channel or group that we're in all sat there and watched ABC, the debate, and we are all having a whole roundabout.
Yeah, like you favor Democrats, I favor Republicans.
No, wait, hold on. Let me be clear. Don't put me out there like that, because I'm not a Democrat. I'm a motherfucking Republican that's been reformed to an independent. I have never in my life been a Democrat.
Okay, fair enough.
I've been a Republican most of my life since I was old enough to vote at 18, and I switched and I'll date myself now. I switched when Ross Perot was running for president and Daddy Bush wouldn't step out the way, and I went independent because I preferred to have Ross Perot in the office. He would have been the first businessman to actually come in and do some things that I felt like.
I actually like Ross Perot too. Ross Perot back in the day.
So I switched from being a Republican to support Ross Perot, and I never switched back. But I've never
heard about him.
Ever been a Democrat.
Yeah, I read up on some stuff about him. That was before my time, but I mean, like, he did some good things. Same thing with.
He was going to try to do some good things. I mean, he had a computer company. He was speaking straight facts with the amount of lobbyists and things that were going in. He wanted to cut a lot of the government spending when it came to support of the government, where there was redundancies within, all the different lobbyists and shit that were going on in the Senate. He wanted to cut that. Zed, why are you coming in here starting a mess?
Oh, he called you the sidekick.
Oh,
He called you the sidekick.
just a hater.
You the sidekick?
Yeah, Zed, I'm the sidekick. I'm now a white guy pretending to be black. This is hilarious, bro. From an Ethiopian chick. Get out of here with that.
Oh man, Ronin, you're a white guy pretending to be black.
White guy pretending to be black.
Look at this white guy, man. Look at him.
I'm so white.
What are you talking about? These issues for a white guy?
Hold on. Yeah. See my grandfather? Shut the hell up with that bullshit.
You ain't FBI, Ron. You ain't FBI.
I'm not FBI. I'm not.
You're not FBI or any of those names. You ain't FBI or FBA. You ain't none of them.
She came in here just trying to run
You're
it
a white
up.
guy.
Zed, are you that star for attention, Zed? We haven't paid you no attention in over
Is your daddy white, Ron?
We have not even paid you no attention for a couple weeks now. And you still ain't here trying to get attention from people.
Somebody says your daddy white.
No, my daddy is not white. Did you just see my grandfather?
Oh, man.
Don't you understand that black people can produce all different shades of colors of people?
Of course. Different hair textures, too.
Yeah.
We run deep.
We are the original man, not the other way around. So even though I might have a darker skinned brother, which I did, I just came out lighter. No problem. Don't hate on me for it. It's okay, Zed. I know you're starved for your attention. I know you miss us.
Listen, I don't know what y'all talking about, man.
We haven't paid her any attention for a while, and she's starved for attention. And I told her I didn't want to deal with her anymore, so I blocked her out of all my rooms.
Ron, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm white and I'm proud. I'm a proud white man.
Oh, hell no. You doing the watermelon shit. The watermelon man shit. You remember that old movie? The Watermelon Man?
Nah.
Okay.
WGPB.
I don't know what the hell that is.
That's why I can't keep up with this internet.
What acronym is that? Please spell it out for me, Zed. I'm stupid. I'm stupid, Zed. Please spell it out for me.
I don't follow this shit, man. This is crazy to me. Y'all too crazy on YouTube for me with this internet shit. I can't follow all this.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Zed, you just full of hate.
Damn.
So why are you so hateful?
Said you ain't fully black, but you want reparation.
Why are you so hateful, Zed? What's wrong with you?
She said you don't deserve reparation. You ain't fully black.
Oh my goodness.
You're from a white man.
The venom. The venom that's coming out of your mouth. It's not late. It ain't even nighttime yet.
This is
Uncle Guns is straight up white. You can call him. And hey, Uncle Guns, she likes to date white men. So you might actually have somebody on your team, man. No, Beetle Zed. It's not Beetlejuice. It's Beetle Zed. And I don't want to say it another time because that'll be 3 times. And she'll never fucking go away if I say it one more time.
I'm trying to get monetized, man.
I'm sorry. But yeah, Uncle Guns is white. I mean, he might even take you out on a date and do you up. Because I know you like getting done up by white men.
Oh, shit.
Uncle Guns, would you be interested in entertaining Zed?
Hey, take that as a good thing. She says you're a white man. So maybe you might have a chance now, Ron.
Who?
You.
I ain't needed to use that fucking. I ain't never had to use that. I still got ahead in life. What the hell? Why should I use it now at 56? Well, I said I need to use it now at 56, and you think some 40-something-year-old woman is sitting here embarrassing me somehow. I don't know what.
Zed likes white men, so Ron, you have a chance. You have a chance now. You a white man.
No, sir. No, sir. Don't even invite that shit to happen. Stop yourself right now. Stop yourself right the fuck now.
What up?
What's up,
Drew?
Yo, what up, Drew? Oh, man.
Hump day, fellas. What's good?
What's going on, Drew G?
Chilling, man.
Chilling, man. Ready for Friday. I'm ready for the weekend.
Already? It's Wednesday.
Man, already. Oh, God.
Yeah, me too, man. I can't wait.
This week's we're supposed to go through a hurricane today. Thank God that thing turned a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
This weekend in Vegas, man. Yeah. It is straight live out here. We got UFC 306 in the Spear.
Yeah, I'll be watching.
We got Canelo versus.
I'll be watching that.
Yeah.
So
that's gonna be a live weekend here.
It's fight weekend this weekend. You're right about that. It's definitely
fight weekend, bro. Like I get.
I don't know if you plan on doing lives, but I'm gonna be jumping back and forth trying to watch all the fights, man. And you a fight guy, so I don't even know why you doing lives on fight night.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna be watching the fight for sure.
Yeah, especially Canelo's fight. That's gonna be a good one.
And that's the way it is. Like when fight weekend shows up, I'm like, man, I cannot wait for the weekend. Like, hurry up.
Well, I got a shorty coming through. Check this out, bro. She's from. Well, actually, I got two I can get. I got one that's upper state, coming from Florida. I can talk to, and I got one from downstate Florida, bro. Let me tell you something, man. Like this, it's kind of crazy right now, but in Florida, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like it's not hard to get women, but it's just you know what their intentions are, so it's easy to get them. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Like it's not hard to get them, but you kind of know what their intentions are. Like they either need somebody, they probably hurt their feelings, or they're heartbroken, so they're just vulnerable. They just want to be with somebody.
Well, it is almost the holiday season, brother.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Don't remind me. Cuffing season, man.
There you go.
So you know they're gonna be shopping for men, bro.
Cuffing season's right around the corner.
You ever experienced that, Ron, when chicks just be like, it's the holidays now, and they're like coming up to you, they're expecting for you to buy them something.
Oh yeah, what you up to? What you gonna do this holiday?
I haven't talked to you in like years. What the fuck? Yeah. Months.
They know it's gift giving season, so all of a sudden they start popping up the woodwork. What are you doing, big head?
Hey, and then you haven't seen her in a couple years. Next minute you find she got like 2-3 kids and shit. You're like, oh shit.
Oh wow.
Damn. 3 kids already? Hey, it happens.
It does. It does.
And guess what?
Why is Zed spamming your room? I don't get that. Why is he spamming your room?
I don't know, but it looks like she want to challenge you on those languages, buddy. She says, let me come up and insult you, Ronnie, in 2 languages. Oh shit.
For what? Pay for sex.
That wants to smoke.
Sex for free. It's no smoke.
Pay for sex. Stop wanting to get sex for free.
Don't read that. Don't read that, man.
Oh shit.
My bad. Mess your channel up, brother.
My bad. Yeah. I wasn't thinking right there.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, Buck, it is a good place.
Yeah, I lived in Vegas. I lived in Vegas for almost 2.5 years before I moved down to.
Yeah, man. This fight weekend, man, I get amped up about that, bro. It's like,
who you got winning?
I got Canelo definitely.
Yeah.
In the UFC
fight though, who was the main card? Who's on the main card for UFC?
Oh man, I can't think of that dude's name. He's the dude. He looks like tall, skinny white dude with like colorful hair. I forget his name.
The Irish guy. Patrick, not Patrick's. I want to say an Irish name, but I know who you're talking about.
Irish name.
Yeah.
Him. I got him. But it's an all Mexican fight card weekend, so that's why they call it Noche. UFC 306 Noche.
Oh yeah, and the fact that it's going to be in that ball, man, I know it's freaky in that ball, man.
Yeah, that's what I hear, man. I've heard some people complain of vertigo in there.
Vertigo, yeah, that's what I was thinking. You have to sit down in that place, man, because they have all this stuff going on around you, and like,
Where's
oh my
this?
god, it's in
In the
Vegas,
Sphere.
in that big old Sphere.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, I
it's
never
called
been.
Sphere.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
shit.
it's
Yeah.
actually a stage and everything inside the Sphere that people do concerts in. But then they do all these special effects with the wall during
Oh,
the
shit.
concert that freaks you the hell out, and it
Yeah.
does give you vertigo because if you
Yeah.
look up and the globe is so tall, you can literally flip off your seat
Oh,
because of
shit.
what's going on the screen and cause
What type
yourself
of
to
shit is that?
yeah, man, it's freaky.
It's like
as
a
fuck in here.
virtual experience that
Mhm.
is, I mean, like they said the stairs are pretty steep in there.
Yeah,
So
it
yeah,
is a
it
steep
causes
stadium.
vertigo. Um in
Wow.
certain cases, man. I remember last year we went to Disney World, and man, my girl, she got sick off of a Harry Potter ride. And it all it did was just move, but it was the visuals that got her sick
Right.
off of vertigo. That was it. It was just the looking like she was going down this steep hill, but it really, I mean, she was still sitting down, but it was just the visuals of it in Universal Studios, Orlando.
That's crazy.
Orlando.
Yeah.
Orlando.
Hey, have you brothers ever seen there's a young guy out of Orlando. I just seen some of his videos. He's really good, but I kind of think he made a bad decision, but his videos are really
What's his
good.
name? What's his name? The Andrew Show?
No, yeah, the Andrew Show makes great introductions and stuff, man. He's got great topics. But this brother,
Oh man.
his name's Low to the Max. Have you ever seen any of his videos?
Man, I'm gonna tell you this. Drew G is good for doing back end research for people
Yeah.
having lives later. He'll send you links and say, "Hey, you guys should have this as a topic of discussion."
Yeah, Juju be
Absolutely.
he be having that time to do that, man. Yeah, much
Man,
respect.
I'm teleworking, bro. So a lot of times I just let stuff play in the background and something pops up. Just like, man, I saw this. Whew, I don't know if you saw Black Filipino the other day.
Was that the one where he featured the guy that has the Filipino wife?
Oh yeah,
cute?
you saw her? Woo.
Oh yeah, she's super cute.
From the province? Oh my
Yeah.
god, she was top heavy like crazy.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. The Philippines, it's looking pretty right out there.
Hold up, man. You said you didn't want to go nowhere like that.
No. I said Thailand now. I didn't say nothing about Philippines.
Hey,
I just said
share that picture in the background.
I just said Thailand. I'm scared of. Oh man,
That's Zed. That's Zed in the background over there, just looking evil as fuck.
why y'all did her like that? Oh man, damn, that's what she looked like. Oh shit,
that's what she looks like. That's Zed.
Damn, Zed, why you so mad? Why you look angry?
All the time she's angry.
Damn,
it's disgraceful how angry she can be for an older woman. Do you think she'd be more advanced than that?
Well, I mean, you're a white man, Ron. What are you talking about?
But I'm desired by her if I'm a white man, and so I don't get confusion. She's
That's why I said you got a chance, man.
She's obviously confused.
You got a chance, man.
So I get it.
I think you should hit it, bro. I think you should just give it a one time, bro.
This is what happens when you start calling her too many times, and she starts to transform since it's Halloween, and she turns into this. Hold on. No.
Give it to her. Give it to her one time, man. She'll be all right.
There you go. Hey, shut that one. That's Beatles Ed. You want to keep on calling her name because she starts to transform after a while.
Man, she don't look too bad. You just wash up with a little bit of makeup, man. I mean, there you go.
Mm-hmm. She's just a hurt soul. I don't get why her soul was so hurt.
Oh man.
Yeah. But we'll all pray for you, Zed. It's okay. That's the only person I would have empathy for. Like earlier when you were asking about the chick, if I had any empathy for her. Nah. Zed, I got empathy for her.
See, I knew it.
I know she's had a tough life. She's come from a background of despair. And I think her family had to escape Ethiopia for whatever reason. And I understand, what traditions they have there,
Damn. Yeah, she said you shouldn't have zero problems with her. She don't even talk about you.
Oh, she doesn't talk about me, but what was she doing in the room?
She says you don't deserve those reparation checks.
Not that topic. Not that topic.
Oh my God, you're so salty, Zed. Jesus.
She said it belongs to Africa.
So salty.
Oh man. You don't deserve it, Ron. You
I
a
don't.
white man.
I am. Admittedly so.
So Drew G, man, what's your take on avoiding Sunky Punkies and being played in the gringo I guess
In reference to this
platform?
female you've been talking about,
Yeah.
you know, she kind of looks like a little bit of a junior Big Shirley, a little bit to me, because I can see that wrist.
Oh, he said Junior Big Shirley. Damn, that's a
Yeah,
good
you know,
one.
like I remember that movie Ray, and I always think about how he would
Feel the
girl's
wrist.
Oh, not
I was like,
not the big
yo.
risk. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Oh wow.
So I don't know. It's like I've seen this before because I actually grew up somewhere where there was a single A baseball team. So a lot of dudes from the DR were playing on the team, and they all had like these fat white women they always with, trying to get that green card. So I don't know. Maybe she's the new, the new flavor that they're looking for, because the sisters are going down there, right?
Yeah, they're going down there. Like I said, I don't know if you were here earlier. I think you were.
I didn't
Where
even know
said
she was a
these girls
sister.
have no idea how to handle foreign men, and the contradiction is they want a man that makes 2 to 3 times more than them, but you're going to go down to another country, live in the fantasy of getting a
crazy.
woman, a guy that makes way less than you. So which way do you want it?
Well, Rod, Zed wants to smoke. She wants to debate you.
Debate me on what? She can't debate me on shit. What's she debating me on?
To smoke with the sidekick.
Her heritage?
She said. That's what she said. That was her words. She wants to smoke with the sidekick.
She just wants attention so she can share your live and go back into it later and tear it apart. That's all she wants. The minute you let her on your show, she will go back 3 hours on your show and go through everything you talked about. She don't really want smoke. She wants your link so she can steal your content. That's what she does. She trolls for content.
Well, I mean,
Good
I got my name
observation.
all.
Good
I
observation.
got my name all over my content, so it actually works in my favor.
Well, that's the whole thing. As long as she hyperlinks, we don't care. You can steal
my
his
name is
content
already
all
on
you
the
want.
page. Look,
Just,
this is
no,
it.
well, what she does is she'll use it, but she won't hyperlink it back to you, so you get credit for it. That's what she needs to do. She has to hyperlink your shit. So if you want to come up, as long as you hyperlink Andrew's shit back to him, come on up.
Yeah.
I don't know what she feels like she can do or achieve by coming up, but come on up. Yep.
You're the next contestant. Come on, Zed.
Zed, get your ass up here, Zed.
Oh man.
What? Hey Zed, come on up. I'm not scared. Come on, Zed.
Yeah, I think you need to debate her with that voice, man. Definitely suits you. Oh man. Bro, I hope that's copyrighted shit.
Yo, what happened to Ronin?
Put him off, man. He fucking my shit.
What happened?
Damn it, Ronin. Come on, man.
What? That's not
That's
copyrighted. That's not copyrighted. That's not a copyrighted song. Believe me.
Are you
Oh.
sure?
It's a soundbite. Believe me. It comes off the same soundbite system.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
everybody
but
uses.
they could copyright you off a soundbite too, right? If it's
Yeah, it's not-
it's
more than
commercial.
8 bars. It wasn't more than 8 bars. I ended it.
I don't know, man. I got hit with that shit before, bro.
You're not gonna get a
YouTube
copyright.
is fucking. YouTube is crazy like that, bro.
Here's the problem with most of these trolls.
He's motherfucking peanut butter and jealous. These fuckers hate us
Because they ain't us.
Well, yeah, you can play that, but I just can't hear the songs. You know what I'm saying? Oh man.
Mhm. There you go. You're gonna find on my buttons.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, I got mines too, but I don't know, man.
Hey, Rent Andrew, I'll hit you in the back check. Pull up that little short clip right there. They made a song about getting a green card.
Did she
Oh,
grab
hell
your
no.
link? Did she grab your link and disappear? Because I guarantee you she's live on her channel. If you told her where the link was, she ain't gonna come up. She's
hell
just gonna take your link.
No, man.
Run
This
off
is
with
this
that
this is copyright shit, man. I can't play this.
No, this ain't copyrighted. This is a short.
This shit
It's
got
a
music.
YouTube short.
It's them singing. It's just them.
Man.
It's not copyrighted. It's not copyrighted. Trust me.
Drew is super.
Okay,
like,
so the song is not like commercial and shit.
No, it's not a commercial song.
Nah, bro. Like you understand, man. YouTube be on
oh yeah,
some
yeah, yeah.
crazy
Yeah, I
shit,
know them. Yeah,
bro.
I know
Like
them.
they want to they want to get you down for most
You have to take her back
stupidest
to the
shit. They
States
want
for
to
a while before they
unmonetize. Oh,
No, this is a YouTube channel. This is
Maya Vane.
playing short for them. Yeah,
Oh, okay. All right.
that's a cool couple. They will never hit you.
Hey,
Hey, get it.
For the money.
that shit dope.
There you
That
go.
shit's fire.
That shit was
There you
fire,
go.
right?
Yeah, they be making all kind of fun of that
That
shit,
shit's
man.
fire.
Yeah, yeah. That brother.
That's
I
a,
guess
they're,
he
they're a
found
cool
her-
shit was
couple.
fire.
They're a real
Yeah.
cool couple.
Yeah, he said he found her in the province, man, and she was
Yeah.
like, "Yo, she didn't even like black guys," and then she met him and was like, "Yo," she was smitten.
Yep.
They've been married for like.
Yo, so
10
wait a
years.
minute. So that's her voice. That's
no,
her actual
I think
voice.
they just
No.
no.
Her voice is super cute too. If you find one of the other live,
Oh, but they just like enhanced it,
Yeah.
did some AI stuff to it or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
yeah.
for the song, you know,
Yeah, I
auto
mean,
tune
hey.
and all that shit.
But that was her actual talking, like whatever. But
Yeah,
that,
you
that's
can
her.
find some shorts for her talking.
Yeah, she
Oh,
has
that's
some
dope.
really good points that she brings up in her talking shorts. She be
Yeah.
climbing all over American or Westernized women.
Yeah,
where's she from? Philippines?
Yeah, she's Filipino.
yeah, but I think they live here in
So
the
for all
States.
you
Yeah,
guys that
those-
think Filipinos aren't stacked, there's another one aside
Yeah,
from the one
Hey,
I have.
stacked, bro.
listen. I ain't even gonna hold you because I've seen some baddies that were Filipina chicks, and I was like, oh shit, they coming up.
Hey, check
Mhm.
this out. You see the video?
They starting to
that part
come
that you
up.
that part that you have right there. There's another clip of it because he blocks out her butt in this part. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
She is blocked out right there.
Oh wow. Yeah.
There's another
Mhm.
part of it.
Okay.
he drops it. I was like,
I ain't
whoa.
gonna lie. Yeah, but I mean, is she for in the sheets or in the streets though?
They've been married for 10 years, bro.
Oh, did you?
I think
Oh
it's-
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're in the States right
Oh,
now, but
shit.
when he retires, he's going to take her back to the Philippines.
yeah.
I'm doing it in reverse. I'm starting in
Oh shit.
Philippines.
What? Shout out to him. Shit, that's what's up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's what they call a morena. So she's almost from the same province where my girl is from. They're darker skin.
Yeah, he said she was way like the sticks.
Mhm. Yeah. That's some. She's not in the sticks, but she up there.
But
She
you
just
know what?
happens to
Those
have
girls
where her
are,
province is. There's an airport.
yeah, those girls are very intelligent too, man. Like they're
Right.
they're very smart, man. They know their shit. They're not.
Classical piano artist. You know, she has her LVN. She also cooks. and she's a philanthropist. So
Yeah,
she
they,
keeps
they are
herself
smart.
busy.
Yeah, they are smart. I give them credit on that because I slept on the Philippines for a while. I was like, oh shit. I was impressed when I saw some things.
A lot of
And
them go
see,
directly to college. They don't even fuck around with anything other than because that's the only way for them to make money. Any kind of decent money is for them to all get college degrees.
that's the thing about this movement that always kills me, and like, you know, Ronin definitely would agree with me, is that the military community, man, we've been known about these places. Like
Ben,
and nobody told you guys, like the public, like Andrew, you guys, like we never said anything about it. It was just quiet as
Yeah.
kept. Everybody went out there, they did their thing. You might have told your boys in your unit or something like that.
close
They
family friend. That's
yeah,
it.
that was it. But now, and that's why a lot of the brothers that are former prior service, they're like, man, guys have ruined it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Guys did kind of ruin it because even when I was traveling, we went by code. We were told not to really talk about this on the internet. And if we did, we would get taught down by whoever were in the group in the community because it was solely like a brotherhood, like where
Yeah.
it wasn't called passport bros or any of that stuff. But I think it was either
Mhm.
it was foreign black men who travel or black men who travel or
It-
something.
Was it Black Man's Options? Because they're
Or
the ones
maybe
that
black
started
man's
with Charles.
yeah,
Yeah, they're the
yeah.
ones that started
Might
with
have been
Charles
that.
Tyler. They're the ones that featured that thing that we did with Pablo. You know, when
Well,
Pablo had
that
the
was one of
smoking.
them. Right.
Yeah.
That was one of the groups I was under, Black Man's Options. I've been on there for years, but
Yeah.
it was other ones too that's out there as well in the Facebook world. But we just I don't know, man. Like everything, we just kept it low key and everything was fine, man. It was like a
I
hidden
mean,
paradise that we can go to. We can find ourselves women that's not really in tune with what's going on with social media. But now,
yeah.
Right.
And the pandemic is the major thing that I think set it off.
yeah,
Mr. Dawkins is like, there's a few places he says no shade, no. There's a few places he says he does not share with anybody in the world.
you
I don't
can't
blame
though.
you, brother. I
You
don't blame
can't
you.
really you can't
Mhm.
really do that. There's a
Yeah.
couple of places that I know too that I don't know if I want to post that shit out here.
No, don't post it.
I'm gonna put
Keep this shit to yourself
man.
until you're done with it. Like the area that she's in, I wouldn't tell anybody about that area.
All I'm gonna say is nowhere where you think in Latin America. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say is a hidden gem and is in Europe. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
There's one in Latin America too, but I'll keep that disclosure. I'll let you guys know. But you definitely don't want to let people know because
Till you there and settled in, I wouldn't share it with anybody. And then even after you settled in, you're like, I don't want to fuck it up.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
I want to bring a whole bunch of ratchets out here.
Yeah. I do not blame you.
because DR was a hidden gem at one time, Dominican Republic.
Oh,
be
I'd
honest.
say 100%, man.
Mr.
It
Dawkins,
was a
are you
hidden
talking
gem.
about Madagascar? If you're talking about East Africa, is it Southeast Africa? Where East Africa? You know, one place I really want to explore once I get settled in the Philippines, New Zealand.
Oh yeah.
I wanna
That's
go
a
to New
spot
Zealand.
nobody ever talks about, but I know a lot of Americans
Yeah.
that
Well,
have relocated there.
Don't
I
don't be
Perth.
giving up
I
the
love
secrets.
Perth. But here's
Don't
the
be
thing.
giving up the
No,
secrets.
if you give those kind of secrets out, you got to have money to go there. It's not a cheap
Yeah,
place to live.
exactly.
Oh,
So
okay,
if
okay,
you give
because
those
it's two
kind of
places.
gems
Okay.
out, you gotta have money. So that means you gotta have some act right. You're
Yep.
not gonna go there and fuck that shit up.
Okay. Well, the
Yep.
couple places I know, you don't need money, and you could live very very luxurious. So I don't think I want to do that. Fuck that up because it hasn't like it's taken some time for them to get caught up with modern
Which is great.
ways.
When you have that,
Yeah.
Mhm.
when you have the mentality of like the 50s, but you have all the mentality or technology of today. That's
Yeah.
Yes,
right there.
that's how it was. That's how it is. They have the mentality like the 50s, but they dress
Yeah.
modern,
Right.
Yeah.
And the technology's up to speed. Yeah.
and the technology's up to speed. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
So
I
is
mean,
that
if you can find those places, that's wonderful.
Perth was like that. I don't know how it is now, but when
Yeah.
I went to Perth with the Marine Corps, it was
Yeah.
exactly like that.
What is that? Is that Darwin? Where the Marine Corps is out there?
I'm not sure if there's a base there. We just poured it. I forgot what the port
Okay.
name was that we poured it into on the Westpacks. but
Yeah.
there's a port that we pull into, and that could be Derwent or whatever, but it's on the Perth side, not on the
Okay.
Singapore is
city
also a
side.
sleeping giant too, man.
Oh yeah, Singapore is.
Oh yeah.
That's
The-
one of my favorite places.
I'm going to tell
man.
you guys, I'll give you this.
First
If you
Asian
want to go to
experience.
Singapore and experience it for all it's worth and not worry about getting a fine, go New Year's Eve. It's the one time a year where they close the main strip down on Singapore, where you can walk up and down it. You can drop all kind of trash. You can
See,
do whatever.
I don't know
without
that.
being fined. I'm
I
telling
didn't know
you
that
that.
at
I'm
first.
giving you
See,
that.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
giving you that.
I didn't go.
So,
I didn't go during those
New
holidays.
Year's Eve is the best time to go to Singapore if you want to celebrate and actually have a party. Singapore
Yeah.
is a good place to go. We did that
Oh
before the
yeah.
Gulf War started.
But you know, one of my boys, he was over there working Indo-Pacific, and he said in Singapore
Okay.
it's expensive because
It is.
You gotta have the
they
money. You gotta have money.
like they make you pay rent for the whole year. Like, you know, there's a year up front.
I can believe it.
Yeah.
It's another kind of like Panama, where it's a money capital where a lot of money is interchanged. Singapore is one of those cities or one of those countries.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where there's a lot of money, international money that's exchanged in the Singapore area.
But as far as the laws and stuff, man, like it's like you can't be walking around with a bottle of anything, like a can or nothing of that shit. Like
any other time of the year, hell no. And Singapore has mandatory, like Israel. Singapore has mandatory military service. You have to do 2 years in the military. So everybody in Singapore has done military time.
If they see you with a cigarette, you can do some time. You go do some time for that shit. Like
you have to carry it around with you until you find the trash. Yeah.
You flick it on the ground, you go do some time.
Yeah.
They catch you, you go do some time. Like it's that serious. You can't be littering, you can't be doing none of that shit out there. I was scared to walk with anything in my hands. I didn't have nothing. I kept on asking who I was at. Hey, can I use his phone? Am I okay to call? Can I walk with my phone? Because I didn't know. I just wanted to make sure, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're a very strict country, but a very enjoyable one. You can have fun there.
Oh man.
You just gotta pay attention to what you're doing outside.
That's it. But besides all that, I had a great time, man. I don't know, man. So yeah. Who do you guys think got most when it comes down to getting played by foreigners? Is it American men or American women?
Westernized women will always take the L because they're already behind the power curve if they're going overseas to try to find a man.
I'm gonna disagree and say it's Westernized men.
Why? Because there's more of us.
Yeah, there's more of us, and we have more of a propensity to travel. Though women normally travel in groups or try to solo travel. Women are very rare, but men, we will get out there and go solo travel. And, you know, we see it, like you said, in the Philippines and Thailand. These guys are bringing women back. They boost them for green cards or boosting them for whatever, you know, to get back into the country. So I think you see it more in men that will get taken advantage of for a green card. And I'm talking about just not United States alone. You see it in England and UK, all over the world.
I would say you're right when it comes to the numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also I just want to add in too, I don't hear any American women getting drugged over there in Colombia.
Yeah, I agree with you. However, there have been cases where European women have gotten drugged over there. So
really,
I have seen that.
In Colombia?
Yeah,
oh, wow.
Have gotten drugged. I remember there was a story earlier was it 2 years ago where there's a Canadian couple that went down there and they got drugged. I know it was a European girl who got drugged going down there. So I would say like Europeans are they're more fluent with their travel. Their holidays are like they'll go away for a month, you know, and they'll stay in Colombia or they'll go somewhere like that. Because you guys remember, it was a doctor a few years ago. Remember that white guy? He was a doctor and he got drugged and they took all his money and his Bitcoin and everything.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that.
Yep.
Can't remember the instance, but I think I recall something like that.
I'll be right back. I gotta reload this app.
No, you're good. We're gonna close it up in a few, but Person says, "Oh,
Sankey Panky." Okay.
yeah." But there's a Sankey
Hey,
Panky in every country, though. If you kind of look at it.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, absolutely. Um, there was another video I wanted you to do a reaction to also too, but it was
Oh,
based in Japan. But we can just talk about that one where actually, I think I mentioned to you one time before on another show where there's these bars that are like all the bars instead of bar girls, it's bar guys,
What?
and it's for women that
Huh?
are lonely.
Oh, the
And
boyfriend experience.
yeah,
Oh, I've heard
exactly.
of that. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, in
yeah. I've
Japan,
heard of that. Yeah.
boyfriend experience. They go in and they having drinks, and they loving up on these women, and these women are creating like these serious debts in Japan, to where it becomes a point where they almost start having to prostitute themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, they
I
got
think I've
these.
seen one where there was a highlighted one where there was a guy that was a male escort.
Mm-hmm.
He did a lot
Yep.
of plastic surgeries. He
Yep.
always did his hair blonde and had this
Yep.
certain kind of like anime look about him
Yeah. Exactly.
where
Exactly.
girls fantasized about him.
It's a documentary that's on YouTube. Is if you search Japanese loneliness, and it talks about. I mean, it's mostly just females that are talking about, and some men who say, that loneliness because they, in their society, the working class, the working culture is like, hey, we work until the job is done. If that's 9 o'clock at night, that's 10 o'clock at night. We're gonna work until the job is done. So they don't really have much social lives over there.
Yeah.
wow.
So the other place I was going to bring up that westernized women will have a problem with is in Africa because of the
What part
lack
of Africa?
I mean, there's a lot of countries where women have gone down there as solo travelers or to live and started dating men where they were getting hit and abused based on the fact that they don't believe in feminism, and women feel like, well, they're Americans and they can say whatever the hell they want until they get slapped the hell up while they're in these countries.
Yeah, I mean, like I always say, man, once you leave America, there's some cultural norms and things like that women aren't really prepared for, and especially if you go into Arab countries, they don't talk to
Exactly.
females. It's almost because in their eyes, it's like, I don't want to disrespect the husband here talking to his wife, so I talk directly to the husband. And your wife would be like, I'm gonna jump in this conversation. No, you're not. This is men talk. You sit over there and be quiet.
That's facts. They jump in the wrong conversation, there's going to be consequences to that.
Yeah, that's men talk. That's why you remember the story we've all seen in the past, was it last month, about the German chick who was really talking about, black men and how she was raised and this and that,
Yeah.
and taking care of her husband, because she was Turkish. She was brought up in an Islamic household. Even she said it. She said, "You wait for the man. The man finishes talking." She knew what was up.
So Drew G, do you think that that Western society wouldn't eventually take its toll, like the way Western culture is? You don't think it's going to take its toll eventually in these foreign countries?
I will say in some there, it depends on the remoteness of the country. It also depends on the technology advancements in the country. We like to assume that everybody has Wi-Fi and everybody has internet, and they're watching internet and they're watching us and they're following TikTok. But that's not the case in many countries. People do have other lives outside of that. That they don't follow everything on the internet. I guess what I'm trying to say.
Right.
We look at it as like, oh man, everybody's following TikTok, but TikTok in China is, as we've learned, is different than TikTok in America.
Yeah.
TikTok in China is more educational. TikTok in America is BS.
Exactly.
So
basically, but people are attracted to that, man. So
yeah,
it's
but
there for people to put a show on.
That's the thing, is that we don't know what, I guess, everyone is seeing, because like I said, we have one country that can block out all of the BS and feed their people the stuff they want to feed them.
Right.
But us, here in America, we're seeing all the ratchetness. You're seeing all the OnlyFans, all of this stuff that goes along with here being part of a capitalistic society where it's all about, I got to make the bag. I got to make the bag. No matter what, I got to make the bag.
I like to show more of the reality of things, of what people are going through in a situation. Rather it's like a person that's a streamer like iSpeed, who tends to want to go to Thailand, and he's having these
I know where you're going.
Hey, I heard some
he's
things
having
about
these
iSpeed.
Hey, listen, hey, Big Boss from WWE, Big Boss got in his feelings. He got mad, and I just said, hey, listen,
Oh yeah.
I don't mean to offend anybody or anything like that, but I just don't know. I don't get that. I don't understand that lifestyle. And he says he can explain that to me. And I said, okay, well, he pretty much, I didn't ask him to explain it actually at first. He just explained the whole kit and caboodles.
Yeah.
So in my thought and my process, like I'm thinking like,
how does he know all that?
How do you know all this unless you're kind of around them? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just logically, I'm just thinking, I'm like, so you must have these encounters with these people to understand what they're doing over there. Because I've never been to Thailand, first of all, and I've never been around them. So I don't know how they operate. But he was giving me the whole kit and caboodle. So I guess
he didn't like the direction that Andrew was trying to suggest from his knowledge base what he was.
Yeah, I don't go into this topic.
I'm not gonna go into it at all. I'm just saying it makes
Ronin,
you kind of think like, how would you know a lot logistically from all those aspects of how those people run out there, unless you're around them?
You ever seen Game of Thrones? You ever watch that show?
Absolutely, I love that show.
Okay,
even the new one.
Maybe he's like
House
Sam.
of Dragons.
Maybe he's like Sam from Game of Thrones. And they asked Sam, "How did you figure this out?" He said, "I read it in a book." So maybe he read it in a book.
Okay. All right,
so we'll just leave it at that. He read it in a
that's
book.
what he said. That's what he said respectfully. And, I said, okay, I agree. But I just go by these type of terminologies. Like if you can speak upon it, then you must have some experience on dealing with it or around it for you to have this type of knowledge. But then again, he could have probably read it off of a book. But he did say he's been to Thailand. So he says he knows this stuff. He's seen it in person. So I'm just assuming he's been around those people.
Yeah. So hey, what did you guys think about the
Hey, I'm just asking. I like that though. We're just gonna leave it there. We're just gonna leave it there.
Yeah. What did you guys?
Yeah.
I don't know. Were you following this story about the older brother that was out there in the Philippines that got sick and was in the hospital asking for like donations and stuff?
No. What happened?
So he got sick and he was in the hospital, and don't know exactly. He never said what happened to him, but he was asking for help and stuff like that. And he's like 300 pounds, living in the Philippines, not in the best shape, of course. And Sunshine Shoulders had a live with him on it the other night, man. He went in on that dude, man. Just like, what are you thinking? He's like, this place is not for everybody out here. And that's the one thing I see about this travel experience is that there's people going into this shit like with blinders on. I mean, they're just doing any and everything. You're seeing people in
no research,
no research. You're seeing people who have mental illness. You see people with just all types of problems. Like, I'm seeing this travel thing on YouTube and I can do it.
Hey, you forgot traveling with $10 only in their pocket.
Yeah. $10 in their pocket, traveling on fumes, doing dares or whatever. I mean, I have not heard from Floyd or Jay Rello in a while.
Yeah, where are those two?
Oh,
Bro.
that's a good question.
I think here's my thought of those two.
Maybe I
And
should do a show on that next.
You should. Where are they now? So
because I think what has happened to them two is
even
that
the chick from the Thailand that went over there with the $10 that came from Japan went to Thailand. You should do a where are they now?
I know she's back in Louisiana.
No, I think
So-
Jay Rello's still doing stuff.
But is he traveling?
Because he got a new channel. I don't know if he's traveling, but
yeah, because I haven't heard anybody say, "Oh, Jay Rello's here" or "Jay Rello's that."
I'm seeing
or,
some kind of
Floyd.
thing where it looked like he was in an orange jumpsuit, but I think that was a troll.
no, he's got a new channel, but he's still he's doing like I don't know. I don't really keep up with him, but I mean,
None of
But
us.
normally,
he does like
normally you would see him
content.
pop up in the space though. He would pop up on Radio
Yeah,
Race.
yeah.
He'd pop up on Primo. He'd pop up somewhere saying something about where
Maybe he
he's
listened
going.
to us and changed his spots. We said he should be improving.
You know what I think though, and I think the same thing for Floyd. The reality is kicking in. When those guys go places, there's somebody back here at home that's paying the rent and paying the utilities and supporting them. And that person may have been like, hey, enough is enough. I need you to pay this rent. Or I need you to pay this, whatever. You need to get a job. And that's why I think some of these guys we haven't heard from in a while. Somebody slapped them with a reality check.
Or they had all their stuff in storage.
I'm gonna see if I can find his channel, man.
But still, you have to get an apartment. There's got to be some when you're like a Jay Rello or a Floyd. You've been on the road for like 3 months. There's some places you got to come back to lay your head down.
And I agree with you because that's the plight that I think a lot of YouTubers aren't thinking about. You guys are traveling all over. Well, where are your assets? Where are your resources? What are you building upon in order to win over a woman that you're going to eventually want to be with? You think you're going to keep on running that YouTube channel for the rest of your life?
I don't think they want to be with a woman though. I don't think they're looking for relationships.
I don't think they are either. Someone said Floyd is in jail, but could just be a rumor.
Yeah,
that's what Ozzy said.
I don't know. I haven't heard from him either. Let me go to his channel real quick. I don't know Jay Rello's channel by heart, but I know it's foreign only for Floyd.
Yeah.
I just don't know Jay because Jay Rello got his original channel taken down.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
he was going back on.
Let me
go ahead, Drew.
I was about to say, I think when his original channel went down, he was crushed because he had that, I think he had one view that had like whatever, how many hundreds of thousands of views on it.
Oh shit. Hey, trust me, I know how it is to lose a channel.
I'm sure it was
I got my channel.
He went viral for eBay and everybody wanted to chop that shit up. So I'm sure that's the actual one that went viral. Was where he was e-begging when he got stuck the first time. Yeah. For the trip. Everybody took his soundbite off of that and ran with it for a whole content thing.
Yeah, some of those brothers, man.
He did this. He did passport live update.
He just what?
No, I said he got passport live update. That was done 2 weeks ago. So he did a update 2 weeks ago.
Who was that, Floyd?
I guess we can hear what he got to say.
The disrespect.
I love that soundbite. The disrespect. Yeah.
So let me some updates. Some people are coming in. So I applied for my passport.
This fool let his passport expire.
For the application.
Stuttering.
They told me that they have to do additional checks. I guess my passport got flagged.
Oh,
it got flagged. So they gotta do some more additional processing on my passport. So I applied for the urgent one. Worried about the leave. I had to book my flight to Colombia. I booked my flight to Bogota, Colombia. I booked my flight to there, and Luckily, I booked it for the 28th instead of the original, the 25th. But they told me that they have to do more additional processing on my passport. And I was just like, I'm like, okay, whatever. What I'm upset about is they told me to come back at 1 or 3 o'clock, and I didn't Uber. I used a shuttle to get down to the passport because my car's not up and all that. So I ended up wasting my time, but they said try again on Tuesday. But if I can't get my passport by then, I have to cancel my trip and do some rescheduling at a later date. So I will be going to Colombia and really just enjoying the country for a while and going from there. The reason why I have not been live on YouTube is because really I got nothing to talk about. You know what I mean? I ain't got nothing to really talk about. I ain't got nothing to do and talk about on the channel. So I don't want to see a point of going live every day like I used to. I'm overseas or something, yes, I would go live. But I'm not, that's not really talking about. So
He's got nothing to talk about. What do you guys take on that? That's unlike Floyd.
But the biggest takeaway I just took from it is that Floyd's passport's been flagged.
Floyd is what?
His passport has been flagged.
Oh.
That's what I take away from it. Because normally if you're getting a renewal, it's pretty fast. But he said they had to do some additional background checks. That's what he said. Additional background checks on his passport. His passport's been flagged.
Wow.
Yeah. And that sounds, that sounds just like Pathfinder. Going down to Colombia and getting sent right back to Miami.
That's wow. So, what do you think is going to happen to him? Or if it did already happen?
Let's see if he gets his passport. Because if he don't get his passport, he said he's had to cancel his trip, of course, and push that back. And he said they were supposed to have it. He's supposed to leave on the 26th. So that's a little over. Today is the 11th. So that's 17 days away.
But besides the additional felonies that he had in the past that I kind of posted up here, and it's on public domain, so I don't know why people were saying that. Oh, you're exposing him. I didn't expose shit. Like that shit is all on the internet.
Yeah,
somebody was saying I'm exposing him.
No, it's public record.
It's public records. When you get arrested, it's for public records. I can't expose somebody who's been arrested. What the fuck, man?
People are crazy. I mean, I think a lot of people don't realize what kind of public records are online.
Yeah, man. I guess I had one of his fans came after me, man, since I did the show with him, and they said, "Oh, I'm coattailing Floyd, and Floyd needs to get out of here, and I'm trying to expose him." I said, I can't expose somebody who's already have public records of being a felon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't. Yeah.
You can't do that.
You talking about the time we had him on the live?
Yeah.
Yeah, his arrest a public record. So, I mean, it's just like Jay Rello's arrest. His a public record. Even Yoga. I mean, when guys getting their mugshots pulled up, it's part of the public record. Somebody went out there and found it.
Right.
Well, I mean,
it's like that dude. Remember, I think we talked about this story a few weeks ago. The guy in the Philippines where somebody pulled up his mugshot. Years ago, and they digitally did something to it to make it seem like he was a wanted fugitive.
It was still active. Yeah, the warrant was still active, and they put him in prison.
The Filipino government put him in
jail for like a couple weeks or so before they deported him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you think that Floyd is going through one of these situations where he's being framed?
No, I just think that they're looking at his record or looking at his background to see, like I think we've always said in this space, the passport is is a not a right, but it's a privilege,
Privilege.
right?
Right.
So
Absolutely.
it is a privilege to travel, and if he's out there, maybe he got it. I don't know, before or after the felonies. I don't know, but the passport, what is 10 years on a passport?
10, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know where he might have messed up in between there. And, they're like, hey, when he goes to renew, don't renew it, or even maybe take extra scrutiny.
So that's what
Things
they
aren't like
probably
this.
got him for.
Yeah. You got to think things, man, as we, especially here in America, as systems start to talk. And when I say systems start to talk, where your federal government system talks to the state government system. And it's like those systems talking. It used to be a time where everything was paperwork and somebody could get away with something because it was all cluttered in paperwork.
Right,
But
back in the days.
these systems of driver's license and everything talks now. And they talk to each other, because I know when I first moved back to Hawaii, I had got 2 licenses when I was in Nevada. And when I went to get my license in Hawaii, they said, hey, you got a license in Nevada, an extra one. And I was like, whoa. I was like, where's that license at? I was like, oh, it's in the car. I was going to keep it.
Oh,
They're
shit.
like, no. Yeah. So a lot of systems now communicate with each other. State and federal.
Yeah, I got checked for moving from California to Nevada. Those 2 systems talk to each other instantly.
Yeah.
Because they were checking my tags. I'm like, well, your tags, and I was like, no, it's not. So,
wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of systems that are now intertalking. So you're absolutely right about that.
Yeah.
And then again, your reputation perceives you. You don't know if people are checking YouTube channels now. And I mean, a lot of countries are doing that shit now. You say you're a YouTuber. I'm telling you guys, do not go in the country saying you're a YouTuber.
Nah, don't do that.
Agree.
I agree. I wouldn't agree doing that either.
Yeah.
Just say you're just vlogging and that's it.
No, don't even say that. I'm just here as a tourist.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can say that too.
Yeah, I'm not working. I'm not doing anything.
And don't say, you don't need to say, even if you're part of a group, you don't got to tell them what group you are. You don't have to wear t-shirts either. You don't need
Please
to.
don't wear no Passport Bros t-shirt.
I wasn't gonna say the word, but
do not wear those t-shirts in the damn airport.
BMTs
Dress
wouldn't
halfway decent. Put a button down on a nice pair of pants or something.
BMTs would not agree with you.
Okay.
I think he would have some sort of beef with you, man.
Hey, he can have a beef. He knows my opinion.
You need to be wearing those shirts, pride, buddy.
Shoot, I bet BMT be wearing a polo and a
Thank you. Either a button down or a polo shirt and a pair of shorts or jeans.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he ain't wearing that damn t-shirt in no airport. He ain't trying to get caught up. He'll sell them all day long. He might not be wearing them as much.
Man.
Yeah, because remember, didn't he say when he was in Thailand, like the printer there was
was taking his shirts and printing them up and getting paid off of them. Yeah.
Oh,
because he was like, where are all these shirts coming from? What the hell? I ain't sell all these shirts here.
Oh shit. So
somebody
was printing his shirts.
The same printer that was printing his shirts for resale. He was printing them for a regular public.
No.
Yeah, because it was a popular shirt.
Oh shit. So China was making that money.
Nope. Well, it was a Thailand guy.
Thailand, they were making that money.
The local printer had such a wide demand on, hey, can I buy one of those shirts? So he just started selling them direct. It wasn't giving BMT no cut.
So it was a copycat. He just got the shit. See, I didn't even know the logistics of it. Okay, wow.
Yeah,
that's interesting. So you took a copy of the shirt, went ahead and just made a bunch.
No, he was the producer of the shirt. He was the contractor for the shirt. He just hung them up in his shop, and when he was hanging them up in his shop, people were buying them. But instead of splitting the proceeds with BMT, he was keeping it.
Oh, he was hustling.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got a village to feed, bro.
Hey, get it how you live it.
You got you got to get it where you can, man. Anywhere
Mhm.
you can get it, you got to get it. Hey, we do that over here in this country, though. We
Of
hustle
course we
too.
do.
We got to cut corners in order for us to get to where we need to be. I mean, we
Man,
do the
every
same.
main event, you got guys outside selling all kind of merch. They
Hell
ain't
yeah.
they ain't got copyright rights on that shit. They
Hell
be
no.
selling t-shirts and all kind of shit out there. Every kind of event you see, somebody got merch going on because
We
they have
all
pre-planned that
hustling.
shit knowing people were coming into town.
Everybody's trying to hustle, man. The middleman try to. Well,
Mhm.
see, I got nothing against the middleman opening up his shop and making his business and hustling, man. There's nothing
Matter of
wrong with
fact,
making that money circle around within the people.
I seen there was a documentary or YouTube special where they were showing a guy, I think he was a brother. He was running around to all the MAGA conventions. He had all kind of MAGA merch. That was all his
Smart
stuff.
man.
Yeah, that was all his stuff. Yeah, man, hey, a low bunch of white people got money, right? Why not get some of it? He ain't got to
Smart man.
believe in it. All he has to do is print the shirts that people like. And that's
Yep.
what he was doing.
And you know what's so crazy?
Shirts, all that.
It
Flags.
doesn't matter. But you know what? More people hate it than they like it, but they will still purchase it and put
Mhm.
money into it. So it doesn't matter, even if it's good publicity or bad publicity, you still
it's a
making
publicity.
noise.
Yeah.
You still making noise.
But you know, I know one place you won't do that at.
What, wear a mega hat?
Don't keep us
No.
hanging.
That you wouldn't. No, that you wouldn't. That you wouldn't copyright something right there in Orlando at Disney World. They'll
yeah.
run up
Oh,
on you.
yeah.
The mouse,
Hey,
the
Mickey Mouse
will
on
get you.
something.
Mickey
Hey,
Mouse will
Think
come
they
get
gonna
your
run up
ass.
on you.
Let me tell you something about this mouse, man. Let me tell you something about this mouse. People don't understand. Like, Mickey Mouse is he's a gangster in
Yes.
Orlando. He
Yes.
owns Orlando. This motherfucking mouse, he owns the strip clubs out here. He owns OBT, he owns Kissimmee, Osceola County, Orlando,
Damn.
Orlando. Like, he owns everything that goes on around here.
Yep.
So he makes the rules and shit.
Yep. Gangster.
He's still, let me tell you something. If Mickey Mouse takes a sneeze,
He said if there's $1 made in Orlando, he gets 75% of it.
In that, he taking all your money. Let me tell you something. If Mickey Mouse has a bad day, I'm talking about airports, port places, my business, anybody's business. All these businesses is shutting the fuck down.
Yep.
Damn.
Because Mickey Mouse owns that shit.
Wow.
Everybody around that.
They have their own city.
Yep.
You
Mickey
gotta
Mouse
drive into the motherfucker and you gotta get checked by security. Disney got their own security. They got their own president too. Okay, they got their own governor that they have. Yeah, I didn't even know about this shit. Administration too. Yes, they got their own little governor in their little town.
Well, the minute you drive on their property, it's locked down. They've what did they call it? Naturalized the whole fucking compound as one independent city.
It's just one city. It's called Disney World.
So they got their own police department.
It's literally a world. Disney World is literally a world. You're driving into a world. They have their own streets and everything.
Yep.
Once you get out of Disney, then it's Orlando, and then it's just like
going to a whole nother experience in a whole nother country all in one, huh?
Yep, that's Orlando, man. And then you got international.
I've never been to Epcot Center, so I don't know.
You've never been to Epcot?
Nope, never been to Florida.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Florida is very, very spaced out, man. Different corners. I mean, like I said, like even International Drive. You have a lot of tourists that comes out there. They have the convention center and stuff. That's also operated by the city that connects with the city of Orlando and the airports and stuff. But as far as Disney goes, Disney fucking controls everything. So even though those guys are intertwined with each other, like I said, Disney controls the money. They're the ones that fuel the money into the city.
Yep.
Here's the thing about it. Where do most tourists come to Orlando for?
Disney World.
The theme parks. Yeah, the theme parks.
Especially
theme
Disney.
Parks.
Yeah.
Disney, Universal, the theme parks. The theme parks own the cash cow of Orlando and even probably the whole state of Florida.
So
I'm sure they're a huge contributor.
If you're familiar with international,
Orlando.
since you're familiar with international, there used to be, I don't know if it's still there or not, but there's a Brazilian restaurant that's off of international. And man, they
Yeah,
used to have some of the baddest Brazilian girls you ever see in there.
I hope that in GTA 6 they add Central Florida because I would
So
really
he's
like to
still
see
promoting that. You need
Miami
a
and
cut.
Orlando.
You need a
And I heard,
cut because you are really promoting the GTA thing for Florida. Are you getting
hey,
a little cut off of that?
hey,
You sponsored?
It is
Because I
gotta
noticed
GTA
all your
Florida sport?
GTA stuff on your intros and stuff. Seems like you got a little collab going on with the GTA thing.
Did
this
they did
shirt.
they do it? Did they
Where
do
do you think
another
this?
Vice City?
Where do you think this shirt is from?
Oh shit! What you not telling us, Drew? You got a little collab going on with GTA in Miami?
Did they do another
Contracts
GTA?
ain't been signed yet. You can't disclose. You got an NDA going on.
Listen, everything is rushing slow right now. When you
You said
start to see
Russian.
everything's rushing slow. Everything's slow. I'm taking my time. But I'm telling you this right now. The viewership is gonna go crazy right now. This whole 12, 13 people is gonna be soon to be almost 100 or 12 or 13 people. Mark my words. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, Drew G.
No, I was wondering, is there another GTA coming out?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I thought
All
you said it was a done deal.
Oh,
See,
yeah,
look
it
at
is
him. Now
another-
he all of a sudden he clamming up. Before
it
he
is
was
one
saying,
coming out.
or GTA Miami is about to come out. GTA Miami or Orlando. He says about to come out. Now all of a sudden he's like, oh no. Run that shit back about 3 weeks and see if he don't bring that up.
Yeah,
Well-
there's another one about to come out.
Oh man, let's just say
No.
games have expansion packs, right?
Oh.
Games have expansion packs. They have expansions to, when you buy video
Right.
games, they have also
You have upgraded cities. You can add
I can
cities
say
to
this
it.
right.
Yeah.
You go online and you upgrade the city. So I'm just gonna leave it like that.
Yeah, it's actually
So
six is
we're gonna see
six is,
Mickey Mouse in Orlando.
Shit. Is there going to be a sign on the boulevard that says the Andrew Show on the GTA sign?
I don't know about
You
all
gonna
that.
you gonna have a street marker or something on one of the streets?
I don't know about all that.
Cross promotion?
I don't know about. I'm not that important, but
it's gonna
Yeah,
be
man.
it's gonna be another Vice City.
Hey.
That's what's up, man.
Oh,
That was
shit.
that was
Here we
one of
go
the best
again. Hold on.
GTAs.
Wait a minute. I
right
think I got that. I think I got that soundbite.
there. GTA Vice City.
No.
yeah. We gotta be ready with them copyrights, man. I gotta be chilling.
Yeah, GTA
Why you
Vice
think I'm
City,
so
man.
white? Yeah.
That's like PlayStation 2. That's an old one.
Hey, I'm just gonna play this real quick. But this is off of a popular song, but it might be featured. Well, I don't know. I can't really say shit, but I'm just gonna leave it like that.
See.
I'm just gonna leave it.
The Andrew Show.
Welcome to the Andrew Show.
But doesn't that beat sound a little bit like something that would be on some GTA?
Oh hell yeah, yeah. That's very GTA.
I got a shirt that's GTA.
That's that button right there. Here's a button. Here, listen.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
Here we go.
Hey,
shit.
a true master at his work cannot reveal certain things. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get into the cash. You feel me? That's all I want. I just want to get into the cash, man. Everybody can get a piece of it too, man. Like it's all promotion out here.
I hope you do get into the cash, man. I want to see you.
I don't know.
We want to see you flourish, definitely.
Yeah.
Everybody flourishes when we do, man. Like, shit. What do you think is gonna happen? It's all the chain reaction if it happens. So we'll see.
Then we'll see GTA 7 DR.
Hey, who says they can't go to another country with it? They haven't done it yet, but they could. That would be cool. Start getting around the world. GTA Colombia, GTA Brazil.
I made that suggestion on Colombia, and listen, all I gotta say is it's not gonna be a passport, bro, but it's gonna be sort of like a guy on vacation in Colombia, and they're gonna play out. I'm not gonna get too deep, but they're gonna play out as he's gotta survive these streets. I don't know if they're gonna do it as Max Payne in that way, like sort of like a Max Payne type.
Payne was the shit. I like that bullet time on Max Payne. That was smooth.
And speaking of surviving the streets,
work doing that because they're hearing what's going on YouTube.
I was gonna say, speaking of surviving the streets, have we heard from my boy Styles King? I know he's out in Colombia, right?
Yeah, he was just live last night.
Oh, okay, last night, but we ain't heard from him today yet, have we?
I haven't looked. I was at the VA this morning.
Okay.
Come on, man! Don't tell me he's. Where's Styles King, anyways?
He's in Ecuador.
Medellin.
Oh,
he's
wait.
in Medellin now.
He just landed? When did he land?
Man, I saw him in Medellin last night.
What? I heard he was thinking about going. I didn't know he had pulled the trigger on it. He got bored with Ecuador that fast?
Yeah, he's in Medellin.
Well, he's been there a couple weeks, but he was looking for a place that he was going to stay there for a while, but I guess he opted out for Medellin.
Yeah, my boy was live and he had his back to the wall. I was like, shoot, you better.
Yo, this dude was in Medellin recording? Oh shit.
Yeah, he did. He was in Medellin last night.
Did he have was he with anybody or he just by himself, Dolo?
I think my man was by himself. He had a bottle of water with a cap on it. So he was guarding his water.
Mm-hmm.
That's the last time I seen him. He was on there. I didn't see any females with him yet. But what they say, don't do Tinder down there, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Why he wasn't on Tinder, was he?
No, but he did Tinder in Ecuador, I think, right? Or one of those dating apps.
Yeah, he did. He might just say, fuck it, let me just give it a shot.
But I think he's been there before. I think he knows some people. I'm not sure though.
No, I know he's been to Brazil, but I don't know if he's been to Colombia.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Now I've kind of developed a relationship with Colombia and Medellin because of my driver, and so I know if I go back to Medellin, I'm good because I'm just gonna keep within my unit, my circle. So I know even if I wanted to play around with some girls, I know I'm gonna be safe because I'm in a unit of girls that, you know, he knows or whatever, and they know each other. They're not about that shit. So, but still, you know, it's still a risk factor that you're taking. But, you know, at least I have the options on dating non-professionals. I want to just say it, and I could deal with women that at least got some, like, are in college or whatever, or university, or someone that has a little bit more sense to them. That's not really a part of that lifestyle. But if you don't know what you're getting involved with, you're not going to know who the people are, especially if you're not plugged in correctly. And there's a possibility that you can fall victim. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But let's just hope that doesn't happen. Because, all right. He will be on the 10 o'clock Razor Rays news.
Did we lose Drew G? Did he lose his connection?
I think we did. But I'm gonna close it off, man, because it's getting late, and we got Drew G. I'm gonna go ahead and close it off, guys. You guys got any last requests, any words? I'm gonna pick it up too on the next show. We'll talk about Floyd and his updates. I guess we can
where are they at now?
Where they're at now. I guess we can do that, and then we can talk about your boy. What's his name?
Drew G, and
no, not Drew G. Drew G ain't part of that clip.
Yeah, where are you at, Drew G? You like where's Waldo? Yeah, where's Waldo?
Threw me up in there.
He put you in the category of Floyd.
What's up, Drew?
You got me in here traveling on fumes, man.
Yo, he did put you in the category of Floyd and Jay
there
Rello.
was another person we wanted to keep.
Oh, man.
Yeah, with old girl, the road traveler from
Kaya.
Thailand.
Her name is something Kaya. I forget.
Yeah, the lesbian chick from Thailand.
Yeah.
Where is she at now?
Like I said, I think I looked her up, and I know she's back in New Orleans or Louisiana, wherever she's from.
I wonder if she's filming content now.
What's that?
I wonder if she's filming content down there.
No, it didn't look like she was putting out much, to be honest, man. Like I said, I think
she's trying to keep a low profile. Yeah, they burn out and then they keep a low profile.
Bro, it's not the low profile. It's called reality, where you need to go to work.
He said,
people got to go to work, man.
Right.
They got to get up and go to get these jobs.
Exactly.
So I don't know what world they think they're living in, but reality is that there's some work that needs to be done out here.
Right.
And
you ain't swinging. Yeah. You ain't that wealthy.
Us.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just ridiculous, man. They're
gonna get slapped in the face with reality. Had to go back to work.
Yeah, this is really selling the dream, right?
True.
Selling the dream,
man. Well, we all know
I absolutely blocked you.
Andrew.
Absolutely.
Hey, my sidekick. Why did you block her? Why did
your whole crew? Everybody on your crew is blocked on my channel. You're absolutely right. You're a forgotten memory to me.
I forgot one that we need to talk about, bro. And whenever you do this, look this up. I don't know if you guys seen that young brother, like 19, 20. He went to like Japan, and he was like, "Yo, I came out here because the Japanese looking for black men to."
Yeah. OJ. Oh boy, you just did one with him.
No, he's a young dude.
Yeah, he's a young kid with braids.
Yeah,
and he went from Japanese chicks to sex offender women.
Yeah.
Online.
Have you seen that, Andrew?
Yeah, OJ's Duke Jackson highlighted him, but yeah, we just did a
wait. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
Oh, it was True. True Prodigy just did a video on him, and I was telling him about him. Yeah.
He's like he's a mixed black dude, right? Is he mixed or some shit?
Well, he
light skin brother.
Light skin dude. Yeah.
Everybody just light ain't mixed. Come on, man, stop that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro.
But I mean, did you see he went to Japan, and then like I don't know if the girl wound up giving him chlamydia, and he had bumps on him.
Yeah, she tried to bust him and say, oh, she was pregnant by him. Yeah, True can tell you all about that. He's the one that did it. See, Zay got a comment for everybody.
That's a wild video there. OJ Duke Jackson's a failed passport, bro. That's what she said.
I don't think OJ Duke Jackson ever.
He is not one. He ain't even considered himself a passport, bro. What the hell?
Hey, listen.
She been crossing up on people all day.
That dude. I didn't realize that dude actually makes a lot of money, dude.
Yeah, he has a production company in
O'Shea?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, bro. When I knew O'Shea back in the days, because I used to do shows with him, he was always on the grind. He was a grinder, man. I mean, he used to talk about me, my work ethics, but this guy, let me tell you something, man. I've seen him grow from the beginning stages. Like O'Shea was just doing like little articles here and there, and then he did his own website from a very, very early stages, and then he started to do like Facebook groups and stuff like that, and then he interviewed me and he interviewed people. He did exactly what I was doing from the start, and then got everybody together and try to network and stuff like that. And he created the Manosphere. You guys know about that. The whole Manosphere thing, and he got Kevin Samuels and all these other list of everyone together, and he tried to get me on there too. But I've seen his growth, man, and from him, visiting Uganda and Brazil, and also living in Poland, and then this whole production. Like O'Shea came a long way, man. But shout out to him.
I think OJ,
shout out to him.
because when I was hanging out with Richie out here, he had mentioned O'Shea, and was talking about how he tried to reach out to him and stuff, and he wanted to kind of like pay him, help him with his production. He was like, "No, I'm not interested," because he was like, that dude. I think his lead attorney had told him something like, "Yo, that dude makes like probably 800 grand a year. He
Yeah.
doesn't need
Who's
all
that?
of that." O'Shea.
O'Shea.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
he
yeah.
make about
O'Shea.
800K a year.
Oh, one thing with O'Shea is he's gonna fuck with you from the heart, though.
Yeah, and
He's
he
gonna fuck
said
with you from the
also
heart because as
his
small
his
as I am,
method.
he still reach out to me as small as I am, and he's like,
But
"Yo,
I
Drew,
mean,
we gotta
Zoom
do it."
asking him to do production is like, yo, O'Shea got his own whole production crew. He's got a whole studio.
Yeah,
Matter of fact, O'Shea
Yeah.
helped lead attorney do production at first.
yeah. He said that
That's awesome. That's awesome.
O'Shea he said O'Shea. You think about it. He was in medical school, and to go to YouTube making this kind of money, he
Yeah.
came out better. Same as lead
Yeah.
attorney. I mean, lead
Mhm.
attorneys, his super chats make him thousands of dollars a day. I mean,
Yeah.
he got to be pulling in 10 racks every time he pulls up a show.
Yeah,
Easy.
he's making a lot of money a month. Period.
But I'm gonna tell you what's part of it too from your YouTube. You're gonna have to put money into YouTube, like regardless or not.
Gotta
You're gonna have to
reinvest.
get it.
Yeah.
Right. You gotta have to hire SEOs. I gotta get going. I had to hire not hire SEO. Well, for my company outside of YouTube, I had to hire a search engine optimization that helps channel your website so that way I can get a lot of leads. It's the same thing with YouTube. You have to step out of pocket, and you're gonna have to hire people that's gonna help generate your channel. Not into per se of like buying views and shit like that, buying subs and views. We're talking about it from the marketing aspect of it. To in order for you to actually hit,
You got to be able to be found.
right, in order for you to hit that algorithm, you gotta have to hire a marketing team. So I've learned that too. YouTube is a business at the end of the day too.
That's what a lot of people don't understand. They take this shit personally.
But also, I think
business.
O'Shea's formula is that he does at least 4 to 5 videos a day.
Well, he has a
crew that
production
can-
team.
Yeah, he has a production crew that can
He's
turn
got
him
a
on.
team that
He
right,
shows
he's
up,
got
does the script, and moves on. He doesn't even do that little shit no more.
Yeah, he's got a team that could do that for him. So it's not like he's got to spend hours and hours and hours.
Like Mr. Beast.
Well,
Mr. Beast
you can't-
pays a huge payroll for all the stuff, and Mr. Beast turns out, I think he spends $30,000 a month just on payroll.
Yeah, but the type of money he's making, though, that's
Oh yeah,
nothing
he's
to him.
making millions a month.
He's
Millions
making
a month.
bro.
Yes.
If I had the money to get a cameraman too and all that other stuff, I would do the same thing too.
Oh,
Do the
yeah.
same thing. Have a production, have a
Video
studio.
quality. Look at Passport Heavy. He
Yeah.
puts money into his productions, and he has a huge return.
Fresh
You
and
know.
Fit does do the same thing too. They have a production company.
Yeah.
They hire people to go get girls for them and shit. You know, you could hire girls to be on your show.
Oh yeah, I
You can
think
pay
it's the
women to
best
be on
way
your
to
show.
go.
Yeah. Well, that's the type of intel that I got, you know, and especially with the endorsements I'm looking at here. I can't do everything by myself, but this stuff costs money. And
Yeah.
it's not just learning the knowledge of things, but you got to have money to invest into
Yeah.
this stuff, you know?
I think
So-
hiring people is the best way to go, because I think that's what Fresh and Fit did, was that they could talk
Absolutely.
shit to people that they hired. And the people were like, well, we're getting paid anyway, so we'll just sit here and be quiet or
But they can't do
talk down.
What's
They
that?
can't do
Pay the
everything by
cost to be the
themselves.
boss. Pay the cost to be the boss.
But check this out, guys. They can't do that all by themselves though.
Oh,
It's
you're
too
right.
much. They gotta have to hire a team that's gonna do their sound production, video equipment, microphone adjusting stuff, and they probably do like the sound bites here and there because I see Myron sometimes he does a little sound bites here and there. But as
He has
far
his
as
own
everything
little
else,
stream deck.
right, his own little stream deck that he does. But besides all that, I mean, everything else, he's not gonna do that. He ain't gonna have the time to do all that shit. So
Yeah, I mean, Zed, if you want to steal the limelight, the link has been in the chat. I don't know where you disappeared to.
you know what I'm thinking, Ron?
Before we go, what's up?
I don't know, man, because I'm working on some business on the side, and you know how that's going. We talked about that, so money starts coming in. I don't know, man. We could probably work on something. Do some production shit.
We'll see. But I
Never know.
don't want to leave without giving Zed an opportunity to come up and bless you.
I don't know if I
Even at
want
my own sacrifice, you know what I'm saying?
What
I don't
type of
know.
blessings we talking about here, Ron?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if she'll bless you that way, though. But you know, you could
I
only
need-
hope that she wanted to bless you that way.
Shall we play that song from Jay Rillo?
I don't know. Is there a
Jay
copyright
Rillo,
on
that
that?
song.
Hold up. Is there a copyright on that? I don't know.
I'm not gonna do that because she told. I made a
know.
promise to her. I made a promise to Zen, and I said I would never play that song again. I promise. So I mean, I'm gonna leave to my promise. I'm gonna live up to my promises. I'm not gonna do that. So I am gonna say it though. The song is called "I Need Some Head" from Zed from
Oh my God.
Jay Rillo.
Yeah, Jay Rillo made that song. Yeah.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, Jay Rillo
Yeah.
made it. Yeah.
An original Jay Rillo production.
People thought it was me that made that song. I don't know why. I'm like, I didn't make that shit. I'm not that brutal. Come on now.
And you don't need that.
No. I'm not
I don't
gonna
need
do
that. No.
You're like, I'll pass on that.
Now, Uncle Guns might be able to take advantage since he's a white man.
Oh man. But you're white too, Ron. You can tap that ass.
No, I'm not.
You
That's
won't tap
why
that
Zed
ass.
doesn't like me. No, she doesn't like me because I'm not white.
Oh no, she says you're a white man though.
She's in denial of her own self.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
she's in a self-hatred mode. It's okay. We understand.
you guys got any last words you'd like to say before we go ahead and close it off?
Hey man, I look forward to the next show, brother. Have a good day.
Yeah, but
are you doing anything on Friday before the fights or no?
Yeah, possibly. We're probably gonna get into that Floyd. We're gonna talk about Floyd and Jay Rillo. Where are they now?
Yeah.
The
Okay.
Andrew Show.
I guess y'all men just don't get it. Y'all.
So I guess that should be a good one.
Yeah, that'd be good. All right,
I swear to God, I got this Alexa app, and I think it has a mind of its own, man. It's crazy out here. This bitch is like telling me what the forecast of the day is going to be, what I have to do tomorrow, and I didn't even give her a schedule.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with having a personal assistant, AI or not.
Man, that's scary, bro.
That
shit is terrifying. Anyways, all right, man. Thank you guys for being on here, man. I guess we'll do the next one. We'll see you on Friday.
Hey, Western women, stay out of quarantine.
The Andrew Show.